can pull things, and then yes, there he goes. It finally works. Hello, hello. How we doing, folks? We doing okay? We're doing well, hopefully. Oh dear. How we doing? We have all our good mornings, good evenings, and well, good nights, I suppose. You've got the Australians in. Mr. Mozzie Aussie Gaming, hey Quebec. I just wanted to ask if you ever thought of playing Overwatch. Is it a game that would interest you? No. I'm going to say no. I wasn't that... I tend not to be that big on my shooters kind of thing, so I don't know, it's one of those ones. I'm getting more than enough the rooty-tooty point-and-shooty from Rising Storm at the moment. Doing a lot of the commander on that. Doing very well, actually. Frequently breaking the 100 kills gap, getting about 70 as the American commander, and then getting about 40 as the VC commander. So that's been going quite well, reasonably speaking. So yeah, that's cool. I will say that to any patrons of Mr. Showiat Wumble, the bullshittery is actually been released. The Arma 3 bullshittery has been released on his Patreon. It's obviously the patrons are entitled to a slightly early access to the rest of the rabble. So yeah, go and hit that up, and you will find it. It is very, very funny. Yeah, definitely worth the wait. Massive over editor, as Edberg said, but yes, it's been worth the wait. Okay. Loud, deliberate slurp. So today we're going to be doing some FTL, that is no secret, so let me get everything loaded here. We're going to pop the chat over there, we're going to pop that here, and again, it's all hypothetical, but if I click this button, things should be visible. Oh yes, look at that. Nice and easy. So I'm actually playing the game in a 720p windowed mode, which means I've actually got my desktop visible around the side. Reason for this, the game performs slightly better in terms of the random slowdown glitch when you are playing the game in windowed mode. Now, if I try to put the game onto full screen windowed mode, you get this strange black border, and yes, I could contort it and try and stretch it, but the reality is it's just easier to leave it on this windowed 720p version. So we're going to play it on this. Now, if you remember, our last FTL run got cut incredibly short. We didn't do very well. And when we say we, I mean me. I did pretty badly at getting our ship through, I think even the first sector. There were some other plans on the cards, though, so we'll see exactly what we're what we're going on. Thank you very much to T1 Uska? T1 Uska, or Tuska. For the 2 months in a row. Thank you very much with the Twitch Prime there. Thank you, man. I'm doing pretty well, Captain Flint. We're going to be doing some FTL. We're going to get a run through and hopefully even beat the boss. I know, controversial. So in terms of ships, I've got a few different ones. I've got all three variations of the Kestrel. I was thinking of potentially taking this one, the Red Tail. I'm not entirely sure how invested I am in taking it. It's quite a strange little ship. But, yeah, it could be quite cool in terms of just a base system to use. What do we think about this ship? Or could also take the Swallow. And again, I'm not entirely sure about this one. This has got, like, this really weird setup in which you have, like... Yeah, it's more about anti-crew than, like, actual being able to break through. It's a really strange one. We've also got, in terms of additional ships, we've got the Battle Bagel, the Taurus, which is an NG ship, like a drone variant. This one here is also a drone variant, but it's designed more at internal systems. There's only one crewman aboard, while the drones repair and handle the rest of the systems. The Vortex, this is called. Decent drone array, and actually an okay weapons outfit for the start. A heavy laser Mark 1 and a heavy ion, so, I mean, it's one of those ones. We could potentially play this. Moving on down the list, I obviously have the Osprey in all three of its configurations. I've got the Osprey, the Nissos, and the Frigatidae? Yeah. It's got a decent crew in it, a couple of Zoltans, so we'd be getting some free power. Does still have the artillery beam, although it's only level 1. Has a clone bay instead of a medical bay, which is always a little bit of a topic of concern. I do much prefer the med bay over the clone one. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, not on XCOM yet, but those probably begging to get killed. Yeah, that's right. Well, we will be coming back to XCOM. I actually need to restart it because I fucked up how you import characters into the game by not having the character pool full before we started. Again, if anybody was interested, there is a link to upload your XCOM 2 characters to a Dropbox folder in which I then pull and add to the game. If you type !XCOM, you're able to get that added to the game. Now, we've got emergency respirators on this one. What is this? Crew take half damage from low oxygen. That's quite cool, actually. Let's just check out our final ship, which is the Adjudicator. I don't have this in any other variant than its default. It's got a halberd beam and a Leto missile and 3 Zoltan, which means it's very good for power, but not much else. So it's a curious little thing. Destroy a Zoltan shield. Destroy a ship before it gets through the Zoltan shield. Unlocked on normal, that's right. Can you reform the old squad in XCOM? Potentially. Potentially. Okay. Stop fucking shit up. Yep. The Freg. You want the Freg, do you, Ryan? We could go out in the Freg. Shall we go out in the Freg? Let's do it. So, this ship here... It doesn't actually have any weapons, curiously. Looks like we're going to be relying totally on the weapons beam initially. That's quite a curious outfit. That is rather bizarre. This is going to have a really unique playstyle. I'm not sure whether I like it, but we'll see. Okay, let's play with this ship then. So the flak artillery powers a slow, high projectile flak gun that fires 7 projectiles. More power means a faster cooldown. Interesting. So it's got a flak weapon instead of a Vindicator beam. So let's jump in this one. We're going to call it the Freg, and we're going to take some of you guys aboard with us. Now, we have 1 human crew member. Pretty unremarkable. They train skills slightly faster than your average Joe. They're going to be sitting in the pilot seat. We've got Zas here, who's going to be in engines, Zoltan. The Zoltan are allies of the NG. Their innate energy can power ship systems. The Belgian one, thank you very much for... oh, it was a gifted sub. 38 subs, sorry. That is disgusting. Stop. Think of yourself. Sorry, that's incredibly generous. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, where were we? NG. Provides power to occupied systems, only has 70 health instead of 100, and actually explodes for 15 damage if they're killed, which can actually help rather than hinder. There's also another NG and a Mantis. The Mantis disregard... Yeah, the Mantis's disregard for individual lives led to the evolution as a vicious warrior race. Oh, Fresho, thank you very much for the 2 months, sir. Thank you. Okay, so basically, if you're interested in grabbing a character, just say whether you'd like to be a human, a Zoltan, or a Mantis in chat, and I'll take the appropriate people aboard. Should be nice. Quite a cool-looking ship. It's just what the Rebellion, or the Federation, had to commandeer. Koromi, or Koroimi, thank you very much. So we're going to take Nova Spawn as one of our first ones. Nova Spawn. Thank you very much for Ryan. Oh, another Saru gift there. That's very kind of you. Nova Spa. So we got Nova Spawn there. Let's grab Screwed. SCRWERD. Screwed there. You're going to be our second Zoltan.
Oh, yeah.
Our human is going to be Sneertax. Hello, sir. Welcome aboard. You're going to be our pilot. And lastly, our Mantis is going to be... Rozak. Hello, my friend. Rozak. Quite almost a believable name for a Mantis. Okay, then. So, we've got Sneertax, we've got Nova, we've got Screwed, and Rozak. Welcome aboard the Freg. The Frigate. The Fregatidae. The Fregatidae. There we go. I think I've got it off the tongue. And we're going to go in on normal difficulty with the advanced content enabled. So we're going to review what we need to do and then kick it off in a big way. So, in terms of the flak, it fires every 50 seconds. That's an incredibly slow cooldown, so we could be in a spot of trouble later on. Okay, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet, this much we know. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. Get to the exit, however, before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Your score is based on how many ships you defeat, the number of beacons explored, and your total scrap collected. We've got 16 fuel, 5 missiles, we've got a teleport bay, which is curious, and a few other things at our disposal. So we're going to power down teleport, and we'll put it into the cloning bay for now. So let's rock and roll. Nothing to see at first. We're going to jump to this node to the south, and I think I'm going to zigzag my way sort of up and around like this. But we're going to hit the nebula, obviously, because it slows down the rebel fleet. I think that's a good idea. Okay, you discover a nearby planet speckled with settlements, although none of them respond to your hails. Damn. So, a nice settlement there, a nice planet. Few settlements, none of them are interested in meeting. So an empty first nodule. We're going to move on. Into the nebula, an unvisited location. The nebula here will make the fleet pursuit slower, but will disrupt your sensors. Okie dokie. We're in the middle of an ion storm. You find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby, the remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris when you hear the sounds of someone beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of a boarding party. Okay, this is actually a little bit tricky for us because, again, we do not have the appropriate systems to be able to fight them and heal, so we're going to have to take the fight to them. Let's everybody meet up in weapons. Which weapon is engines? That's taking the damage. Right, we've got to get through. There we go. Go get them. Get you guys in there. Let's get a nice 4-man going. Get our Zoltan out. Yep, get our Zoltan out. And get Nova out. Nova, get out. There we go. Rozak's doing okay. Perfect. Okay, a few people are quite badly damaged. Let's get everybody back to their systems. Rozak, you're on shields. Now, we don't have a medbay, unfortunately. Who subbed there? I think I missed someone being blind. Heart Attack! Mr. Heart Attack, they're 9 months, sir. Thanks, very kind of you. Holy shit. Tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, man. 9 months is a hell of a long time. Okay, so, yes, as I say, unfortunately we do not have a medbay aboard this ship, so we are... Who was our weapons specialist? I don't know. Nova was in the back, wasn't he? Nova was down here. And then we had Screwed in weapons. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have it so that we give the clone bay... Everybody gets 16 HP a jump. So that's what we're going to need. So let's jump to this northern node here. Everyone gets a little bit more HP. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They are powering up their FTL drive. We might not be able to intercept them here. Okay, let's power up shields and power up the artillery beam. It's going to take us 50 seconds to land our first hit. We don't have any weapons, remember. The missile hits the one room that it really shouldn't have. Right, we're going to need Screwed to get off weapons and come and fix that. That's a devastating blow, actually. We're going to really struggle. They hit an empty room. I think they're going to get away. They hit an empty room. Might as well just leave you in here for the moment. Where's it going? Let's hit the teleporter. Let's get you some repair experience, Screwed. Beam is charging, and they've jumped away. Not very good. The scout jumps away. They are sure to have informed the fleet of your position. You must get to the next sector as soon as possible. Fleet pursuit doubled for 1 jump. Okay, not very good then. Nothing we could do about it, though. Okay, let's distribute everybody back to their right rooms. You get up the end there, and then we'll jump here. It's going to be a good way to go. There. Might be easier if I jump to this one. Give me a bit more room. Okay. Let the Zoltan die. You have a cloning bay. Ah, here we go. Finally, something. Debris from the battle is scattered around this system. A few pieces bounce against your ship. You passively scan them and discover a functional weapon amongst them. Now, a Pegasus missile launcher, 2 shots per charge. 2 normal damage, a breach effect, but it is a level 3 weapon system, which means we're going to need to upgrade our weapons array before we can really contribute with that one. So let's jump to this next node. We've got a few that we can zigzag our way through. People are healing. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a Rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Chat, this is the one I put to you. Most of the options here are going to have a little 1 or a little 2 next to them. Just put in chat which one you think would be the most appropriate, 1 or 2, and we shall do that one by majority vote. So do you think it's worth trying to access this vessel for its goods, or is it worth just leaving it? That's an overwhelming choice for number 1. Attack the automated ship to get the storage cache. It's fired some sort of drone at us. Oh shit, we need to power down weapons. What's got... Okay, the teleporter. We need to power up our artillery flak gun. We're going to take some damage. 2 hits, perhaps. That's a miss. Good, good, good. Too bad. We're just going to wait for this flak to fire. It's going to take a little bit of time. Now, somebody asked why I didn't just let the crew die if we have the what's it on board? I'm going to remember the name. The clone bay. If we have the clone bay on board, why didn't we just let the Zoltan die? And unfortunately, when a crew member is resurrected, they actually lose some of their experience, which is a little bit annoying if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, the flak gun's about to fire. Let's see if it hits home. Come on, you bastard. In goes the flak. Nasty hit there. We've shut down their drone array. God, that was devastating. Holy shit. That did really well. Knocked out their weapon systems, damaged drone and engine. That's a big hit. 7 projectiles is a large hit. We're definitely going to need to lower the fire rate of this as best we can. I wonder how quickly we can do that. The ship will have some level of automated repair. It's very slowly probably going to fix itself. We're just going to wait for it to fire again. Okay. Use the teleporter from the ship. It is unmanned. Destroy it from the inside. Unfortunately, it is a drone fear holiday. It has no oxygen on board. It will be totally void of it, which makes it very difficult for us to deal with. Okay. Oh, you fucking bastard. He got the one thing that I really didn't need him to get. Oh, that's a pain in the bum. But at least we're leveling up our fucking piloting experience. Snare Tax and Nova have nearly leveled up. Come on, come on. Need those shields up. The clone base damaged. Nova, get on that. We need that in functioning order. Decent amount of shield experience for Rozak as well. If nothing else, we're... Oh, that's so annoying. The drone hits a random room on the ship. Well, you could actually die here. Oh, this is a fucking joke. There we go. We've got some extra evasion. I swear to actual God. This is so annoying. Oh! Okay, right, fuck it. This run is over right here. I'm just going to fucking persevere with it. If we can't kill a single fucking unmanned scout drone, we don't stand a chance against anything else in this sector. Fix that drone, babe. Get those shields back up. Do not hit that room. This is unbelievable. It's actually fucking us. How are you supposed to win with this ship? Are you meant to just get extremely lucky with it? I can't see there being a winning strategy. This is bizarre. It is just going to blow us up. Yeah, it's got our shields. What a useless ship! That is so bad. What a terrible vessel. How the hell are you supposed to play that? 125 score. It was hopeless. It was absolutely hopeless. That's mad. That's mad. That was our first combat. We couldn't even kill a level 1 scout drone. An auto assault drone. We couldn't even kill it at level 1. It had 1 shield.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Use the teleporter at the start because no one has experience. I suppose. That's insane. It basically blew up in the bay. Yeah, that's an. I can see the idea of the ship, but unless you get really because you've got no like sustained weapon system. Hang on, let me just throw that under there. Spare telephone. Yeah, because it's got no sustained weapon system, you can't reliably hit them for damage. The drones automate it. Fuck it. We could do that again. No, we're going to use a different ship. That can bugger off. We'll use the proper one. We'll use the actual Osprey, and we'll take the same crew with us, but in different ones. Who was it? Who was on the crew? Ah, there was Nova. Rozak was our Mantis. I can't remember the name of the crew. Nova. Rozak. Nova, we're going to get you as our engineer. Or our NG. Nova. Who was our other guy? I can't remember the name of the crew. There was Nova, there was someone else. Who was it? Who was the other guy? We'll take the proper Osprey. Yeah, we'll take this one. Snurtax, that was it. Snurtax was the pilot. And Screwed, that was it. Screwed, you're our rock monster now. Yes, Screwed, there you go. So that's the new crew. Hopefully this one goes a bit better. Fingers crossed. It probably won't. We got annihilated when we played this ship last time. Anyway, so Snurtax the human, Rozak the Mantis, Screwed the Rockman of Vrakos 4, or is that 6? I don't know, are rarely seen and are known for their fortitude. Movement speed is halved, but you've got an extra 33% max health, or an extra 50% max health even. You're very tanky. And Nova has double repair speed, but only half speed in combat. Let's try this one again. Let's power that down. Power down the med bay. Lift up the engine bay there. And power that weapon systems to full. So we've got as much evasion as we can have, and we've got a weapon system, a burst laser Mark II. So let's roll with this. Now, we can hit quite a few nodes to the north here, so let's do that. Let's head up this way and try and skirt around the outside of the map as much as possible. Okay, so we've got a combat next to a sun. Not good. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage, so the pirate's going to hold us here. Now the real trick here comes from shutting down his ability to damage us, so we're going to try and fire our burst laser right through his systems and shut down his weapons array. There we go. Now what we want to do is shut down his shields. There we go. It's a load of misses. There's a imminent solar flare. Let's check where the fire is. It's in sensors, which is not very good for us, I'm afraid. Right. We're going to open these doors and try and vent oxygen out of the sensor array while leaving oxygen inside the weapons room. That's going to be our best bet. Let's shoot out their cockpit if we can. Hopefully the fire doesn't spread too quickly. I need the weapon systems running at peak efficiency. Okay, so the sensors have been destroyed. Nova's keeping the shields up there. Let's go for a hit on their weapons array again. Let's keep it down. Lovely, they've resisted it. They've got no piloting. All shots are going to hit home. The enemy appears to be powering up its FTL. It is trying to escape. However, we have shut down their weapon system. The Vindicator beam is firing, and it's cutting the ship right down the middle in half. Excellent shot. Imminent solar flare. Let's jump out of here. Let's go. Let's go to this nodule to the north here, like so. Okay. Interesting. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings. Welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we will let you continue on your way. It is quite clearly a pirate scout, so it's some kind of pirate vessel. We can either pay their toll of 25 scrap, or we can reject their offer. What do we think? You can't burn, it's true. Rocks can't burn, so let them do it. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's a shame to pull him off his system just to deal with the fire when you can just blow the fire out of the airlock. Screw those pirates. Let's reject their offer. Too bad, you will regret this decision. I'm not so sure. Okay, we're going to close those doors, and we're going to get ready to deal with them as best as we can. The burst laser. We're going to go for their weapon systems first. Try and stop the amount of damage that we're going to take this turn. Let's rock and roll. We're going to take a hit. The beam's got through. It's killed the medbay and it's stunned our shield guy, but we have shut down their weapons. Okay, with their what's it offline, with their weapons offline, we can move Nova here into medbay and start repairing it. Get him some repair experience. Should be nice and quick. Fire the burst laser onto their... Let's fire it onto their oxygen. Let's shut down their ability to breathe. Now they're going to be panicking. Let's also get Nova to go over and repair the sensors. There we go. Let's fire again. We're going to go for their shields this time, or their engines even. There we go. The enemy appears to be powering up its FTL drive. I'm not so sure. I think you're in a little bit of trouble. They're trying to repair things. Kama, I'm going to call you Kama there. Kama Schwein, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, sir. Welcome aboard. And we're going to fire our final... In fact, we'll let the beam finish them off, because they're not going to be able to repair the engines in time. Here it comes. The artillery beam. Chop. Right down the middle. Perfect. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. We get 2 missiles, a drone part, 15 scrap, and a reverse ion field for the ship's augments. Augmentation. Protects your ship from ion damage, giving it a 50% chance to negate it entirely. That is an extremely good augment. Right, let's jump to this very distant node up here and we'll skirt our way around. Okay. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat, and it does not seem to want to engage your ship. It's a rebel scout. We can either demand the surrender of their goods or avoid the ship entirely and not risk detection. 'Tis but a scratch, exactly right. A lot of people want us to ask them to turn over their goods. Very well, demand the surrender of their goods. You prepare to secure their cargo by force. Looks like they don't want to fight. They are trying to escape. Okay, in that case we are going to go for their cockpit. We're going to open with a hit on their cockpit then, and shut them down. No, we're going to go for engines instead, as we'll probably do more damage to their engines. We've got a missile coming in. The missile misses. Perfect. Lovely. Their FTL is still charging, however. Let's go for their cockpit. Another missile coming in. Hopefully it doesn't hit weapons. No, it's another evade. Fire the burst laser. There we go. Their FTL has been delayed. We've destroyed their piloting system. Well, they've hit our engines as well, so we can't quite get away. Let's try and reduce the amount of damage we're going to take. There we go. Their FTL is charging. They've breached the engine room. Okay, we're totally dead in the water at the moment. We need to slow down their FTL. Let's go for their cockpit again. Jump is imminent. We have delayed it. Another shot on the engines. Let's cut them in half with the artillery beam. Bang. Right up the middle. Let's fire another hit. A lot of damage there. Let's get Rozak out. And we need to get somebody else in. Interesting. You detect faint life signatures from an intact piece of hull. They were transporting prisoners, and the sole survivor offers to join your crew as their first step on the path to vengeance. We also get 2 fuel, a drone part, and 9 scrap metal. Now you need to get yourself off to the medbay there, so let's power that up. Let's get you over here. Let's unpause the game. This other mantis is going to be useless for repairs, so let's get Nova down here and get ready to tackle it with snare attacks here. You both heal up. Right, both of you get in there and do what you can. Then we'll get you over to medbay. Lovely. Okay, so Rozak, I want you to get back to the engine room, please. Justin, we're actually going to have you over here on sensors for the time being. Nova and Snurtax need to heal. We'll get those inside for healing, and we'll pull Nova back to the shield system. I think I left him on sensors by accident, which is probably why we took more damage than we should. Snare back to the piloting system, power down medbay, and power up engines for maximum evasion. Now, We're going to save the crew positions in their current configuration. I need somebody to volunteer to become our new Mantis. We now have sort of a small anti-enemy boarding party. We've got 2 Mantises, very good in combat. So we'll see how that goes. Open the door to the engine room for oxygen. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Let's take... Oh, it's social. Let's take social system. How you doing, mate? Welcome, welcome. So, social. Social. Yep. Social system. Social ST. That's fine. It's been abbreviated. So, social. You are now our sensors, or our sensory experts. You're going to be responsible for finding out what the enemies have aboard and what we should target next. So, let us jump. We've got 1 node that we can go to get away from the fleet. So let's hit it. Just over here. We've got 16 fuel remaining. Okay, you stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They are powering up their FTL drive and are trying to escape. They're scouting this sector for us, make no mistake. So they've got a beam weapon and a hull weapon of some description. Let's fire upon it. Get those shields up, Nova. There we go. Sensors took a hit. Not too bad. Okay, with their FTL delayed, we're going to want to go for their engines. Okay, we've only delayed it. We need to go for their cockpit again. Keep those shields up, Nova. You're doing well. Doing well. Social is trying to repair the sensors. Shut down their FTL. We've got it. Excellent. Sensors are back online. The artillery beam is nearly ready to fire. Let's fire on their cockpit again. Fire on their cockpit. We've nearly killed their pilot. Their FTL is still delayed. They've damaged our engines slightly, however. The artillery beam cuts them right up the centre of the ship. Marvellous. We get ourselves 2 missiles and 17 scrap metal, which is not too bad at all. We're going to leave Rozak to repair that on his own there. Let's get Social down to the med bay for some healing. There you go. Up to 100%. Go back to your sensor room, please. Rozak, how's it going? Engine's nearly on full power. You need healing, Rozak? Nope. We'll power down medbay then. Excellent. So in terms of scrap, we obviously need to upgrade the shields as soon as we can. We need 50, 20, 70, 80, maybe probably 85 scrap metal to upgrade to level 2 shields, and I'll do that first, I think, before I do anything else. Now chat, we've got a distress beacon up ahead. It could be a trap, it could be the real deal. What do you think we should do? Should we jump over and try and find out who is distressing at the distress beacon, or do we leave it? What do we think? It's there's potential reward. We go to the distress beacon. About Borderlands 2 date, when we start playing, Matt Frags is away on vacation until the 14th this month for your eventual... Okay, fair enough. I'll probably forget that, but that's fine. Distress signal. Let's move over then. Here we are. Ah, curious. You find the source of a distress call, a small research station. It appears to be a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. We could either send our crew in a shuttle to help put out the fire, dock and try and rescue survivors, or leave. We also have a special option, which is a conditional option, usually works very well as a result of having a specific parameter checked. In this case, we have our rock crewmen screwed, capable of resisting fire and able to go into there and try and put it out. So let's go and sort them out. Your rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. I don't know. It disperses as much fire suppressant as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Contact the survivors. With most of the fire under control, the scientists are able to help secure the station. They offer you their sincere gratitude and a generous reward of 20 scrap and emergency respirators. 20 scrap from this early in the sector is very good, and it's going to allow us to upgrade our... one more turn until we can upgrade our shields. We'll probably power down engines for the most part then, just to get level 2 shields. We've actually got a store coming up as well, but I'm going to hit these couple of nodes first before I go to the store. So I'm going to jump to this one and then jump forward. Okay, we've got a small sun here and an automated scout. You arrive at the beacon to find yourself dangerously close to a star. An automated rebel ship, impervious to the heat, moves to engage. Okay. So we've got level 2 shields. We should be able to resist him relatively easily. He's got no shield system, so we're going to want to shut down his engines to maximise the amount of damage he is going to take and make him less likely to run or evade. You see, with his weapons outfit, he is not able to penetrate level 2 shield. Nova doing a very good job of keeping everything up and running there. The enemy ship is destroyed. We are able to get our next power bar. We actually need to jump out of here when we can. Okay, Rozak, let's get you off engines and over to doors. Let's stop this fire from spreading. We've got Mr. Screwed taking care of it there. Go on, my man. Weapon system has been destroyed. With Rozak on the door, it should stop the fire from spreading to the next room, which it has. We are going to jump to this node now and hope that there isn't an enemy here. Perfect. The nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. I've not seen this one before. A rudimentary automated planetary defense system is looping its message into space. Warning, quarantine level 5 in effect. FHA Act 22 Article 11.2. Warning, quarantine level 5. Continue. Okay, so there's a quarantine act in station down there. So we're going to power up another bar, and we're going to go and get another point in evasion there. Wunderbar. Screwed is leveling up his repair skills nicely. In terms of skills, Snurtax here is level, he's 4 points of XP into his evasion skill. Rozak is also 4 points. Screwed is 22 points into a 65 point tree to upgrade his weapon skill. Nova is also learning how to use the shields more efficiently. We've got to take another 55 hits to the shield before he levels up to an extra 10% of regen. He is also slightly proficient in repair, having repaired 3 modules. Social down here doesn't have any skills, I'm afraid. We're going to be training you in combat, but unfortunately we need enemies to board before we can do that. Okay, let us jump to this nebula here. Like so. Yes, that's a good idea. Relatively good idea. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by lightning. We can either manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment, or avoid the risk and wait to jump unscathed. Now, bearing in mind, if an enemy ship activates, most of our subsystems have run out of power. We're going to probably end up having to really scrape the bottom of the barrel by switching down to level 1 shields and potentially powering off the artillery beam to power up oxygen. What do we think? Manually search the wreckage. We get another crew member, it looks like. Within the ship graveyard, you find one ship that seems relatively untouched on board. You find an unconscious passenger and take them back to your ship. Once awake, they offer to join your crew in thanks. 1 missile, 1 drone part, 10 scrap, and another crew member. Now, humans do learn their positions slightly faster, and Rozak here is not very proficient at repair. So despite being slightly well leveled in engines, we're going to move Rozak over to door control, ready for the event of an attack, and we're going to move this new crew member, Elizabeth, to engines, as she is the most proficient in learning that skill. She will catch up with Mr. Screwed all in good time, Mr. Snurtax in good time. Okay, we're going to want to get out of here in reasonable time. We're going to want to power down shields, and we're going to want to power up engines slightly so we can jump out. I'm going to need somebody to volunteer to be Miss Elizabeth here. In my defense, I don't have fingers. Yes, it can be quite tricky. Let's have a look. Fear Holiday, is that yourself there? Let's send me in. Let's go Fear Holiday. Mr. Holiday. Fear Holly, welcome aboard. Fear Holly. It's actually an alright name. Let's jump out of here. So, we're going to want to go to this store, just to stick our head in, maybe to grab a few repairs, and then leave. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. I'll be the judge of that. We've got an automated reloader which improves our reload between shots. We've also got a scrap recovery arm, and distraction buoys leaves a false signal at the start of the sector to delay the rebels by 1 jump. There's also crew and different modules aboard. We could sell our emergency respirators, taking half damage from low oxygen, which I'm going to. That can bugger off. So, I think probably what we would do is buy an augment. The automated reloader sounds quite favourable as of the moment. I'm going to keep the ion one for the time being. If I make you back, I would like to be Miss Elizabeth. I think we've just named her Fear Holiday. Dream team coming together. Only 2 units short, that's right. Okay, so, what do we think? Do we go for the automated reloader? Weapon shots are improved by 10%. I wonder if that works with our artillery beam. If it does, then it's worth it. Do you reckon, does anybody know whether that works with the artillery beam? I don't think it does. Can we quickly run over to Google search and check whether it does? Hull, yes, we will repair the hull with the remaining money that we have. What do we think? Scrap recovery? We could go with scrap recovery, but unfortunately we cannot afford it without selling our other module. What do we think? Any teleporters? No, there are no teleporters here. Or rather, no teleporters we can afford. No, it doesn't. Okay. In which case we are going to repair the ship to full and ignore that, and we are going to retain our scrap for ship upgrades further down the line. Okay, let's jump out of here. Need to power up all of our systems. A missile shoots across the bow, and then, when the jump completes, your scans quickly reveal a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. The pirate hails you. Damn it, we weren't expecting company. Stay out of this and you could profit. They offer us a missile, a drone part, and 9 scrap to stay out of the conflict, or be a hero and attack the pirates. It looks like they have a missile system and some kind of level 1 laser on board. What do we think? It actually does work. Oh, okay. Well, too late for that then. Somebody said it didn't work, so that's what I went with. First stream of the FTL of yours I've seen. Have you ever made it to the end and survived? Yes, Northerner. No, not our last run. It would have been 3 runs ago. Garbage deal, fight them. That's decent loot. It's okay, but we are going to attack them by popular demand. The chat was quite torn there. Interesting. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks its weapons onto you. Now, we're going to pause it right at the start. We're going to power up shields to maximum. We're going to power up engines to maximum. We're going to power up O2. And we're going to power up weapons. There may be another opportunity to get a reloader later on down the line, so it's not too bad. Let's get ready to hit them right in their weapons array. Let's see where that missile hits. It's gone straight for our missile system. That's bad. Okay, it's a miss, and there's a massive fire in the shield array. Level 1 shields are holding, however. Another missile hit. Let's power that up. We need the shields repaired, please, as fast as you can. We've got another missile coming in, right in the weapons array again. They're getting us stun locked. Not very good. We're taking a lot of damage here. Another missile. Straight in the weapons array. They're trying to keep us stun locked. Smart AI. Let's fire the artillery beam. See if we can't hit a critical system. We have. We've shut down their burst laser and they've got our O2. Rozak, move over and try and repair that. They've got their systems back up and running. The artillery beam didn't do as much damage as I'd hoped. Another hit. Nova keeps the shields up. Power up the burst laser. They go for a hit on an empty room. We're going to just leave that to vent. Let's go for that weapon system again. They're firing some kind of Leto missile launcher. Engines have been hit. There we go. We've shut down their weapon systems completely. We're now going to go for their cockpit, try and get them dead in the water. Fire when ready, Screwed. There we go. Curious, okay, they've actually made quite a generous offer in terms of missiles here. That's a very large amount of it. We don't have a missile launcher yet, but that is a very high bolster of missiles. We could even potentially sell missiles at a special mission if we get it. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. They offer us 6 missiles, 2 drone parts, and 9 scrap. What do we think, chat? We could either take it or leave it. Lots of number 2s, a couple of number 1s, gas the whales, a few number 1s coming in now. Let's see. You can get scrap for those missiles, that's right, Crimea. If they have that much to offer, then they should have loads more. They might get blown up. Quite a few people actually going for number 1 here. Popular demand will get you killed. Well, that's how we're running it. Okay. We're going to... Yep. Quite a lot of people have actually said number 1. So we are going to go with number 1. We're going to take the missiles on board. Okay. So we've got 32 scrap at the moment, and I want to upgrade our artillery beam. That is going to require 55 scrap metal to do. It's going to take 10 seconds off the cooldown. I want to get this to a low as cooldown as possible. Powers a slow, high-powered beam that pierces all shields and does 1 damage per room hit. More power means faster cooldown reduction. It's not actually that good of a weapon, the artillery beam. It's okay. Does it pierce all shields? It does pierce all shields. That's a good thing, I suppose. Right, we're going to jump to this nebula and then to the exit. Like I say, we need to hit as many nodes as possible. Curious. Tangled in the wreck of many ships waiting in dormancy here, you see light flicker on what looks like debris. A rebel scout bursts out of the wreckage. Okay, so a rebel scout vessel. They shouldn't be able to penetrate our weapon systems here, so we can take our time with this one. We'll knock out their engines first, reduce their evasion. Lovely. And then we'll go for shields. They cannot penetrate the level 2 shield. We'll also get Nova and Fear Holiday to heal themselves after this. And Screwed as well, and Screwed. Their shields are down. Let's go for their drones. Let's get it. Nova's doing a good job of keeping the shields up and keeping the enemy drone out. Nice triple hit there. Final one, we're going to go for their weapons. The drone is dead in the water. Fire another hit. Nova takes the brunt. And the shots hit home, blowing the ship apart. We get 18 scrap for that one. Nearly got enough to upgrade the artillery beam. Okay, let's get you 3 guys in here for repairs, sort of for heals anyway. Let's power down engines, power up medbay. Takes Screwed a long time to get to the right place there. Fear Holiday, back to engines for me. Nova, back to shields. And Screwed, back to the weapons system. Power down medbay, power up engines. There we are. And let's everybody save their crew positions in their current config. In fact, we need to get Rozak back on door control. Let's save like so. Save your current positions. Done. Right, let's get out of here then. To the exit. Don't forget to move Rozak. Yep, got him. Lovely. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Lovely. Okay, very uneventful sector jump. Now we've got a choice. We've got 2 possible maps through. Not very much play. In fact, there is no crossover between the 2 sectors. There is a pretty much a straight line right towards the end boss. So whichever route we go down, we are stuck on that line. There are virtually no nebulas in the top one and a few nebulas in the bottom. I think it's probably worth going up to the civilian sector to the north, simply because there are more military points to hit. There are also a few more civilian points as well. I think it might be worth heading into a hostile sector after this one. So, I mean, it's one of those ones. No, there are, yeah, okay. There are the same amount of hostile sectors. Like, we can only hit 3 hostile sectors, it looks like. Where do we think? Visit your brethren in NG-controlled space. How you doing, Rhaegar? Welcome. Did you get a chance to play Into the Breach? Any chance to see you stream this great game? I don't know. It didn't. It looked quite confusing, Corzin. I don't know how good it is. Quite a few people want us to go to number 2 actually, instead of the civilian sector. Do you want to go to NG-controlled space? We could go to NG-controlled space. We could have some options there with our NG crew member. Let's do it. Let's go to number 2. So we're going into NG-controlled space. Okay, you have arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic lifeforms, but they're usually willing to help. Okay, so we do actually have a hull breach up there, which I'm going to leave, to be honest. I have no cause to repair that. I have no subsystem over there that really warrants me repairing it. So we've got a choice. Do we jump to this distress beacon? I think that's a yes. Let's head over there and see what's up. Okay. Here you go, look at this. You arrive at a distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between two large rocks. It must have been illegally mining in the belt without the proper equipment. We can try and dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks, we can destroy and loot the ship, as they are just pirates, or we can carefully cut the ship free with our beam weapon. What do we think? Number 3, lots of number 3s? We'll carefully cut them out. You use your beam weapon to make a few precision cuts at the asteroid, the ship gives a quick burst of thrust and the rock crumbles away. They thank you and offer some resources that they have collected. 1 missile, 1 drone part and 22 scrap is a hell of a reward. We are going to use that to reduce the cooldown of the artillery beam, just like so. So it now doesn't have to charge for quite as long in order to fire, a 10-second cooldown reduction. Very, very good. Okay, let us jump over this way. We want to, like I say, hit as many nodes as possible. So we're going to go left and then zigzag our way around through the sector. Here we are. Ah, here you go, look at this. So we can, yeah, this is what we were after when we picked up those missiles. There is a black market hub here. You receive a message. These are dangerous times, but if you have extra military grade explosives, we'll gladly pay you for them. 15 missiles for 45 scrap is a fucking phenomenal markup. I'm coming home and seeing my favourite streamer online. Great, hi chat. Oh, favourite streamer, Boralis. You do make me blush, sir. Number 3, yes, I'm thinking of selling an awful lot of these. Yep, sell max. 45 scrap is a hell of a scrap injection. We're going to hit this node next. There we go, another empty node as such. The NG seem to have avoided this particular node, along with every other life form. You keep your eyes peeled and wait for the FTL drive to spin up. Okay, now we're going to want to open some distance. So let's get to this cluster of nodes over here. We've only got 3 fuel left as well, so we want to make sure we get some. The rebel fighter here would seem to suggest elements of the rebel fleet are already making incursions on NG space. You move to engage. Right. So let's take a look at what he's got. He's got a defense drone, shoots down missiles and asteroids, can be shut down by damaging the enemy drone system, and only a Mark 1 laser, which means we are going to just be able to farm these guys. So let us go for their, well, yeah, let's go for their engines first of all. There we go. Double miss. Okay, we're going to want to go for their cockpit then, as they've got very high evasion, it would appear. They cannot penetrate our shields. No, over there, levelling up nicely. How's Fear Holiday doing? Levelling up in good time as well. There we go, we've shut down their cockpit. The next few hits should be relatively easy. Let's go for their engines then, see if they get that. Nope. Hit their cockpit again. Lovely. The artillery beam's going to fire. Give us a hand. Chop right down the middle. There we go, they've got a fire on board. A lot of damaged subsystems now. Okay, oh, hello, that's a decent offer. They offer to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. We can accept the offer of 6 missiles. Again, missiles like that, they're worth a lot if you can sell them in bulk. So, yeah, 6 missiles, 2 drone parts, and 11 scrap. That's not terrible. That is not a terrible offer. Have I tried playing, considered trying any Age of Wonders games? No, I haven't. I need fuel, yes, not missiles. Okay, so we shall destroy them then. We shall not accept surrender. We need to try and get after their fuel. Okay, they're absolutely shagged. Look at this. Their entire ship is knackered. We're going to finish them off. No respite for the rebels. Blow them to pieces. No fuel, however. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial selection of scrap material. Now, in terms of upgrades, we could actually, we've got enough scrap having sold the missiles to upgrade the artillery beam again for 30-second cooldown reduction. So that could be potential, although I think it's probably worth upgrading some other subsystems, maybe the engines, or maybe just saving for additional shields. I'll probably save it for a store, to be honest. So we're going to jump to this node first, and then zigzag our way through, because we need to find a shop to buy fuel from. So we're going to hang on to the scrap for now. Interesting. You notice an NG colony hiding on the other side of a nearby moon. It turns out they're excavating an equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and they suggest it might be used to lure the pursuing rebel fleet. We could booby trap it with 2 missiles, or just secure the cache. I think it might be worth just securing it. Booby-trapping it for 2 missiles would be a good way to slow down the enemy fleet, but securing the cache might have some fuel in. We could put it in weapons, but I need to know what weapon I'm putting it into before I get the weapon. Number 2, let's secure the cache. Here we go. 21 scrap. You have found you have the NG complete their excavations and bring the supplies on board. 21 scrap and an anti-beam drone. That'll be worth to sell. We need to try and find a shop in good time now, and actually put some distance between us and the rebel fleet. Still no fuel. You make contact with an isolated NG science station who are staying put despite the likelihood of Mantis invasion. They suggest you try some of their technology. Okay, I want to get as much distance away from the rebel fleet as we may have to activate our distress beacon. It's a pulsar of sorts. A small research station orbits a nearby pulsar. It is largely abandoned, but you detect power signatures flaring up as soon as you're in scanning distance. A small combat ship launches from the station. Pirates. Damn pirates. Okay, we're going to have to try and erode our way through their shield, which means just firing as fast as we can. We want to try and get the Zoltan shield down before our Vindicator beam fires. There we go, okay. That's through. Take a little bit of a hit to the shields there, but the shields are holding. Ion Pulse is imminent, so let's shut down their weapon systems if we can with our next salvo. They've hit our O2, but we've shut down their weapon systems, so we shouldn't take any additional damage. We're after fuel here. Let's go for their O2. There we go, they're going to be banging trouble here. Let's fire on their weapon systems again. The artillery beam cuts them in half. Fuel? No fuel. Very unlucky. The ship explodes, leaving behind a useful selection of scrap material. Now, we do not have any fuel. I'm going to turn on our... might increase your chances, but you'll be found. No telling... Sorry, toggling the distress beacon might increase the chances of being found, but there's no telling who will find you first. We're going to turn on the distress beacon and we're going to wait. We need somebody to find us before the rebel fleet. Taking advantage of the last of your fuel reserves, you are able to navigate to a safe distance from the pulsar. Although your lack of fuel cells prevents your ship from jumping, you can still use your impulse engines. Will you spend some time exploring the nearby system? Explore the nearby area. You happen across a small asteroid near the beacon. Approach it and attempt to scan it. Nothing here. You happen upon a mining station, a few mining drones. We've got buttloads of scrap, but unfortunately, nothing else. Here we go. You detect a Mantis ship approaching and hack into their comm channel and hear, hope they do put up more of a fight than the last Federation ship. This has been a disappointing day so far. Looks like they're not here to help. Okay, so they've sent an enemy aboard into the shields array. Let's send in our anti-boarding team and get the NG into medbay. Get in there. Rip them to pieces, guys. Right. So we're going to want to shut down their weapon systems to start with. Okay, so our two Mantises, Social and Rozak, are absolutely ripping that guy a new arsehole, and they've killed him. Let's return Social back to... No, it was Rozak to Rozak to doors and Social to sensors. And we're going to get the engine back in here. Okay. We've taken 1 point of damage. We've shut down their bomb system. We're going to want to fire again. They are Mantis, which means their repair time is quite a bit longer than the average personnel. Now, they've reactivated their drone system. We're going to go for their cockpit, try and shut down their maneuverability. The Vindicator beam is going to fire shortly. There we go, their maneuverability's down. Let's get the beam to hit them. They've teleported a bomb on board, done no damage. The ship cuts across the hull, reduces their shields to nothing, ready for our final salvo. Blow them to pieces. There needs to be scrap. Fucking hell, yes! 3 fuel. Let's get out of here. We've got a store. We're going to jump to that, and we're going to see what's available for purchase here, as we have a shitload of scrap. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap, and the NG at this beacon are selling equipment that do just that. Okay, so we've got a hacking stun. All crew inside a room during a hacking pulse will be stunned for the duration. Stealth weapons prevents your weapon fire from disrupting your cloak, allowing you to shoot while cloaked. Ooh. That's nice. We could actually go for cloaking. That might actually be worth it, chat. What do you think? Going for cloak? It's 150. It's an extremely expensive investment, but that could be worth it. Cloak may end up being worth it. We will buy some fuel as well, but it might be worth getting the cloak. 100% cloak, yeah. Cloaking sounds cool. I think we're going to have to get a cloak. We're going to have to. We're going to really need it later on. So we're going to buy a cloak, and then we're going to buy that much fuel. What can we sell? This thing. We don't need that. It's just a spare drone. Let's buy up all of their fuel. And let's fix up the ship to full, and then keep the 20 scrap for anything else. So we've now got a cloaking device, which should allow us to hide from enemy ships when they fire upon us, which is excellent. Okay, let's jump out of here. There's another store, but we're going to ignore it because we have to get up to the exit in the next turn. There we are. We jump up, and there is another toll mission. We can't afford to even pay it, so we're going to just engage them. Now, I don't have enough power to power up this cloak, and it doesn't look like they've got a particularly sophisticated weapons system, so we're just going to deal with what they have. I need to heal Rozak and Social as well, you're absolutely right. Let's get ready. How's our weapons guy looking? Screwed, levelling up nicely. Okay, so we've hit their shields for 1. They've pulled their guy off their weapon system to come and help repair it. Interesting that the NG couldn't do it on his own, but it's all good. Small amount of extra evasion. They've got a fire on board. That's going to complicate things slightly. We're going to now go for their O2. Let's get them really sort of out in the sticks here. Here we go. There we are. Their entire crew's on damage control. The artillery beam is about to fire. Cut them in half. Nice. Excellent hits. We get some fuel and 26 scrap for our effort. Let's grab another power bar and put it into the cloaking device. Let's actually do some rudimentary repairs then. Let's get Rozak and Social here down to the system for healing. Let us power down engines and power up the med bay. We're also going to get our 2 humans, Snurtax and Fear Holiday, to tackle this room that I said that I wasn't going to bother with. We might as well get it done. You 2 get back to your systems. And you 2 get ready to get down to med bay for healing. And then we'll redistribute you back aboard your stations. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Fear Holiday back to engines, and Snur back to the cockpit. Save everyone's crew position. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's get out of here. Just made it in time. Here we go. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Ah, here we go. Ah, look at this. Right, good thing we bought it. Oh, I've got a little bit of it, like an indigestion burp coming. It's going to come from the soul. Are you not opening the corridors to space? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so an advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. Sensors indicate it is a storage vessel for military goods. We can attack the automated ship to get the cache, avoid it, or cloak to access the cache. Let us cloak. The ship patrols around the area, successfully approaching the station while avoiding detection. Oh, look at that. The station is a storage site for various resources. You salvage everything possible. 2 fuel, 3 missiles, 25 scrap is a good haul, and a drone defense, or a defense drone Mark II, which is going to be excellent, sorry. Now, we've got some choices here. We've got another civilian sector coming up, but I'm feeling we should go to the hostile sector to try and get into more fights, to try and improve our chances of getting scrap and or weapon systems. We want to try and get into the hostile zones to knock some heads together, basically, is what we're trying to do. So yeah, I think that's going to be a grand idea now that I think about it. Yes, you're right. So let's go to number 2, pirate-controlled sector. We'll also need to power down the medbay briefly. A few years ago, this region was bustling with trade activity. Now it is overrun with bandits and marauders. You should tread lightly here. Perfect. Right, sorry. Let us continue. And let us power down med and power up engines for better evasion. There is a store. We are going to avoid it this early and do some zigzagging. Try and get some more scrap before we head to that shop. Scanners indicate that a battle is taking place nearby. It seems that someone is under attack by space pirates. Aid the civilian. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate. Continue. They've got a flak weapon. Lots of shit. We're going to use our cloak to try and avoid their incoming fire. We're going to go for their shields first. There we go. Full miss. We've got their shields down. There we are. Let's go for their weapons now. You can see why the cloak is so helpful. We're going to go for their shields again. We can keep them locked. Yep, it's the flak from before, you're right. So their shields are now fully offline. They've only got 2 crew on board. They're going to really struggle to deal with this. We're going to keep their... Oh, yeah, let's get their weapons again. Stop them from firing. Their cockpit's offline. They're not even going to be able to escape. They've got a fire on board. I'm actually going to wait. The fire should finish them off. He's not going to be able to deal with that fire on his own. Yeah, the fire's going to spread. They're going to be banging trouble. Let's watch. Let's watch them burn out. I know that's a bit tragic, but they're not going to be able to do anything here. The fire's going to spread into the engine room and it's likely going to blow up the ship. Let's wait for the fire to spread. Come on, Mr. Fire. That's going to go through that door. They're really struggling to contain it. Yep. Neither of them can do anything. Oh, and the artillery beam cuts them in half. Never mind. There we go. 25 scrap and an extra defense drone. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think the crew can patch up some of your hull, and you take that as thanks. Okay, well, we're already at full health, so that's not too bad. So, in terms of upgrades, it's going to cost me 75 to get this artillery beam upgraded again. I think I'm probably going to go with engines, however. Just because it's been a long-ass time since we got an engine upgrade, and we could really do with the extra evasion. It's going to cost 55 to upgrade that again. The extra evasion is going to be very helpful. Well, like I say, I want to hit that store, but we'll go to the distress beacon first. Here we are. We arrive. It appears to be a distress beacon coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Go down to the surface and investigate. You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. We can either invite him to join our crew or take him home to his family on a nearby planet in this system. I believe the second one should be of priority, because the second one is, well, A, we've got all of our systems filled, and B, they could offer us a reward. I'm feeling number 2. Have you finally decided you'll restart XCOM? Yes, I'm going to restart XCOM. I'll probably do that today at some point. Remember what happened? What happened last time, Who's? I can't remember what happened last time. What did happen last time? Yeah. You'll have lots of crew. Be a good guy and do number 2. I am going to be a good guy. We're going to take him home. The survivor's family is of modest means. They managed to offer you a reward for your deeds. Very nice. We're going to go for another engine upgrade then. Get our evasion up to 30%. Once our pilot levels up and our engine guy levels up, which is not Rozak, it is Fear Holiday, we're going to have some seriously high evasion. Right, let us start heading towards these different nodes. Looks like we're going to give the shop a miss and actually just hit these different beacons. We're going to start with the distress beacon up in this corner here. Could pay well. Okay, look at this. Extra crew members. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Should we send Screwed in? You can send your crew to help with the crowds. We can ignore their request and move on. We can send a massive motherfucker down to the surface called Screwed and tell them, you're screwed if you come and fuck with me. I'm made of stone. Try and throw a punch, I'll break your hand. Or we can send down an NG crew member to use his, various subsystems and subroutines to attempt to calm the crowd. What do you think we should do? Should we do some passive crowd control or some active crowd control in which we send the Rockman down there and we fuck shit up? I think we're going to do number 3. I think we're all in agreement. Excellent. It's unlikely the Rock's impressive immune system is susceptible to a human virus, so you send it in. It is able to intimidate the workers long enough for the colony forces to set up a quarantine. Their leader offers a reward and assure you they will try and find a cure as soon as possible. 3 missiles, a drone part, and 15 scrap. Lots of missiles, again, capable of selling them, we should be. Nice and spread out, this star map. There's lots of different nodes, quite short distances. The game's slowing down again, I apologise for that. You receive a hail from a station orbiting a nearby planet. Captain, we are a Federation terraforming Team C12 and are in need of assistance. Do you have some time? Chat, what should we do? Should we help them out, or... Violent crowd control. So since you need to restart XCOM, can those you who killed come back? Absolutely. In fact, I'm planning on having people from the pool make up a majority of the team. Let's give them a hand. Okay, thank you. We need to scan this planet for life before we can begin terraforming, but our sensors can't get the necessary power to scan through this atmosphere. We've got a schedule to keep. Any chance you can help? Attempt to scan the planet. If you modulate the feedback signal from your sensors to just the right frequency, you're able to get through the atmosphere and perform a complete scan. The scan of the planet reveals a simple mould as the only life present. The terraforming claim that their terraforming plans are only hindered by intelligent life. They can begin their work. We can either leave them to their work or tell them to stop and say that any life is valuable. So we tell the Federation to terraform here or tell them to stop? Why is the survival of some mold like on my conscience? It's not really. Leave them to their work. Should we leave them to their work? Orc fungus, yes, it's orc fungus. This is going to be what is it? An orc, and I don't know what the name of an orc world would be. Hey Quebec, I came here just to tell you that I absolutely love your voice. Well, Mr. Mr. or Mrs. I don't know. We do not discriminate here. Shalfair, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Purge the greenskins. We could do. Let's leave them to their work. I don't care. We'll just leave them there. Let's. Do we go deeper into the sector? Probably not. Let's do that. Leave, yes. Over here. Or do we go south? Yeah, we want to hit as many nodes as possible, so let's stay just one step ahead of the rebels for the moment. We've got a star here. This beacon has been placed too close to a super class M star, or a giant superclass. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger, moves in to engage. Okay, not too bad. They have a very large beam weapon and level 2 shields. Okay, this is going to be slightly more complicated than our previous engagements. We definitely need to get better weapons. We shall save for such an event. Okay, their shields are now down to level 1. They cannot penetrate our shields, which is nice. It's going to take us a long time to cut through though. The artillery beam is really going to be our saving grace here, it looks like, because we're not going to be able to shoot on them otherwise. There is an incoming solar flare. Let's see where it arrives. We've got a fire in the engine room. Okay, they can't penetrate our systems. Let's just get Fear Holiday to put out the fire. It's only a single fire tile. It's a miss. Let's get the Vindicator beam to do some damage. Here we go. Who leveled up then? It's Snurtax getting +7 evasion. Very nice. +7's a lot. Okay, they've got a lot of fires on board. The Vindicator beam got through. Excellent. We've hit their door control and their oxygen. They're attempting to repair them all. Not to much effect though, I will say. Fear Holiday gets a point in repair. Perfect. They send you a message. I cannot believe how well equipped your ship is. Please take this and let us get out alive. It is a pirate-like cruiser. We can either send the pirates down to the depths, or we can refuse their surrender. I'm feeling a refusal, A, because they're filthy pirates, and B, because they're not offering us fuel. We desperately need fuel. So we're going to refuse and continue our assaults. There's another solar flare incoming. Hopefully it will be contained. We've got a fire here. Let's vent oxygen from this part of the ship. With Rozak on door control here, we should be able to contain the fire. Please keep that all in-house there for me. Interesting. There's a lot of fires spreading on the enemy vessel. I almost want it to burn out. I'm going to let it burn out if I can. Yeah, they're going to really struggle to... Okay, well, that instead. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I wasn't expecting that for some reason. I keep forgetting I have that weapon. Let's jump up here then, to the next node. Nova leveled up, perfect. Got a small planet. You come out of this jump to see a laser blast coming from the other side of the beacon. It looks like someone is under attack from pirates. We will aid the civilian ship. You power up weapons and move to engage the pirate ship. I'm hoping they'll give me a reward in the form of some fuel. Now let's go for their shields first of all. They're firing once. It's a miss. I need to heal Fear Holiday as well. Oh, excellent. They broke through. They did a couple of points of damage. That's a nasty weapon. That's charging up. They're firing them all together. I wonder if the shields will hold. Yeah, the shields are holding. Their shields are down. Let's go for their weapon system. Fire our burst laser at it. Lovely. Their weapon systems are down. It looks like the artillery beam's going to finish them off. Right across the hull. And looks like we've had a weapon system level up as well. Excellent. The pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilians. 3 fuel, which is very good. We contact the civilians and we get a new crew member aboard. The ship you saved was badly damaged in the battle. Most of the crew accepts your offer to be dropped off at a nearby station. One offers to join your crew. Nicola. The survivor comes on board. Okay, we don't have any other subsystems that need to be manned, unfortunately. We've got the major ones all ready to go. Nicola, I don't really have much for you to do, I'm afraid. Let's have you move in here, Fear Holiday. Let's get you healing. Now, Nicola, we're actually going to have stationed here in cloaking for the moment. I'm going to have Nicola be my sort of fast reaction repair guy, and I'm going to have him on the cloak because the cloak is arguably one of the most important systems on the ship right now. So, we're going to save. Who would like to be our new NG crew member? So yeah, we're going to keep him there as simply a repair specialist, able to run up and down the ship and assist the guides with various means of A, defending themselves, and B, repairing subsystems. Let's take Saru. I think she's more than earned it over the last few days. Thank you very much to Grim Reaper Service. I volunteer as tribute. I see what you did there with the bits. But no, we are going to take Saru, because she's been very, very generous. We've nearly got a full crew. Holy balls. Saru. Cerulean Hills, I believe it is. Cerulean, lovely. Welcome aboard our lovely NG Saru. Lovely. Right, so we've got a distress beacon just here. Let's hit it, see what's up. Hopefully it's a genuine one. Oh, hello, the font's changed. A ship without life forms nearby, within a nearby dense asteroid field, is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate it? It could be dangerous. Search for the ship. Ah! You find what appears to be pieces of a derelict ship coated with ice or crystal. Before you have a chance to dock, a few asteroids get past your shield and partially damage your engines. You have to pull out. Interesting. Okay, let's zigzag around the south of the node here. Can we slightly upgrade some systems? Potentially. I don't know why the font's changed. You barely have time to register jump completion before your ship warns you of an incoming ship with weapons hot. Okay, the engines are a little bit damaged there. I shouldn't have quite come ahead. Yeah, you're right. We'll probably upgrade a couple of the subsystems next. Okay, we've got an enemy boarding party. Let's leave Screwed... No, let's get everybody over there. All of our damage control parties. The Mantis sprint across the ship. Okay, they've got a missile launcher. Okay. Go invisible. Avoid the shots. And let's get ready to fire. Fire it at their shields. It's a miss. Okay. We've got our work cut out here. Let's get everybody back to their positions. Rozak, back to door control. In fact, let's just hit return to stations.
Yeah.
Everybody's go to the right place. Villadren, thank you very much. Oh my god, what the fuck, a bear? Yeah, that's it. Okay, we've got another missile coming in. I can't cloak. We've just got to hope that the evasion is high enough at 32%. Let's go for their shields again. Missile's coming in. It hits an empty room for 2 damage. So it's a decent missile. They send another rock monster aboard. Okay, let's get our fighty parties over there. Social system's quite badly damaged, but we're going to fight him anyway. Social, you two in there. We've got another missile coming in. Let's avoid it. There we are. Go for their shields again. Lovely, they're down to level 1 shields. The Vindicator beam is firing. A beautiful hit from the Vindicator beam there, right across the centre of the hull. They're totally dead in the water. Let's get Rozak over here to heal. Power down engines 1, power up medbay. Let's get social system to do the same. The fire goes out. Not a bad offer. They send you a frantic message. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. Bearing in mind, the next hit is about to hit home. That's a decent offer to leave them alone, and they're offering us fuel, which we'll need. I think we're going to take it. Accept their offer. Lovely. So they survive on literally 1 hit point. 1 HP. Very nice. Let us distribute ourselves back amongst the other systems. Ah, they blow apart because of the fire anyway. Fuck it, we'll take payment. Why the hell not? Let's power down the medbay and repower engines. Now, in terms of subsystem upgrades, you're absolutely right. We should repair things. I'm not going to bother, or upgrade things. I'm not going to bother with the... What's it? I need another weapon, though. I can't just rely on the artillery beam. Like, maybe I could just rely on the artillery beam, but I can't just rely on the artillery. Ah, fuck it. I've got no choice for the moment. I've got to rely on the artillery beam for the time being. It's a 15-second cooldown. If we can get a weapon pre-igniter, that is going to be a big deal. A very big deal. Right, let's hit as many nodes as we can before we get to the exit. Okay. Oh, hello. I cannot hire any crew members. These guys were engine proficient. We'll leave them alone. I don't know why the font's changed. No, we've got to jump out now. Next turn, this node is going to be enveloped by the fleet. Okay, let's leave. Right then. You have arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. There are a number of privately owned ship construction platforms in the area. You find one that has a slot open for some immediate work. Inquire about their specialty. They offer to upgrade your door subsystem in exchange for some scrap. I will take it. Doors upgraded by 1. It's a dirt cheap upgrade, and it upgrades them to a... Where are we? We're on improved blast doors at the moment. Level 3, +1 manned. Those are going to be really good for containing fires and boarding crews. Yeah, you see, this turn, the system would have been enveloped. So we've got to jump out to rock-controlled sectors, which are the hostile-owned. So the rock people are hostile. The rock people are have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races trespassing in their space. You should tread carefully here. Screwed should be worth his weight in gold here. Let's jump south. Like I say, we need to kind of get reasonably far into rock space. Okay, a very nasty ship. I'm glad we upgraded our Vindicator beam here. A rock ship is silhouetted against the sun in a supernova. They hail. Even out here, you follow us. We only wish to be left alone. Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. Very, very nasty enemy vessel here. And they're going to be resistant to fire, which means this is going to fuck us more than it's going to fuck them. No point in firing our burst laser just yet, apart from weapon experience. Incoming. Let's hope the shields will absorb it. We've taken it. Oh no, that's really bad. Okay, you get in here, please, Saru. We need you to fix this really quickly. There we go. Nice quick repair. Get in sensors and help repair that. They've got another flak burst incoming. Let's go invisible. It all misses. Excellent. Get back over there. We've got to wait for the Vindicator beam to do some damage before we can contribute. Cloak is offline. There we go, a nice big slice across the hull. We've taken a lot of their subsystems out. Can't do anything else. Apologies for the incessant pausing. A little bit of damage to the stern there. A miss. We've got a fire here. They're firing the flak again. I wonder if we'll be able to avoid it. Oh, just. One of them does hit home. No, the fire does some damage there. We're containing it, but not very well. We're going to need the Vindicator beam to do another slice, hopefully hitting the shields. We can hit the shield once, we'll be better off. Okay, I need you to go in here and help contain that fire. They're sending in another salvo. Hits O2, not great. Social is in very bad shape. Let's send you down to medbay. Close that door. Power down engines, power up meds. A very nasty hit there. Okay, we're going to abandon sensors and get Saru to help fix this. We're actually getting fucked up here, big time. Okay, we're going to jump out. We're going to leave these guys. Let's go to the store here and sell our drones and buy some materials. So we couldn't best those guys because our weapon outfit is still very low. You come across a rock trading post. It's rare that they deal with outsiders, but they need to sell the last of their stock and will pay their dues for their transgression when they return home. Okay. Unfortunately, no. No. Nothing decent. Right, let's sell what we've got on. Sell that and sell that. 63, we're going to, I think, potentially repair to full and buy as much fuel as we can, like that. Okay, let's repair these subsystems. Let's get you, Nova, over here repairing that. Let's get Saru down here repairing this. Let's wait for that to heal up. Nova's going to need a heal too when he gets a chance. There we go, sensors are up. You come down here. Wonderful. Power down medbay. Power up engines. No, power down. Yep. There we go, getting up to full health. There we go. And distribute everybody back amongst their systems. Pretty damn good. Okay, let's jump to this node and then the distress beacon. We've got 3 fuel left. It looks quiet, but you realise your computer is being scanned. A hidden rock vessel hails you. Why do you fill your computer with lies? These are not the holy words. Before you can interject, they open fire. So we've got some religious nuts and a very, very nasty weapon system on their pass. We're going to need to shut this down desperately. Otherwise, we're going to take a hell of a lot of damage. We're really struggling to get through this sector. Good, okay. Not terrible. The Vindicator beam needs to charge up even quicker. It's a 30-second cooldown. Let's go invisible. Okay, we just avoided those. Let's fire on their shields again. We're not getting through. We need the beam to fire. Quickly now. Hit something good. Okay, that's good. That's good. That we can do. We're probably going to take a hit from some flak here. Oh no, we just about avoided it. Excellent. Their shields are now fully down. The Vindicator beam really hit home. Fucking hell. Good, okay. Fucking hell. Excellent evasion. Excellent fucking evasion. Holy shit, the crew's worth their weight in gold dust here. Quickly need to shut that down. Good, okay. The Vindicator beam's going to be firing again very shortly. Let's try and keep their weapons offline. Ooh, that is a good offer. Holy crap. They're offering us 5 fuel, 8 missiles and 20 scrap. That is an easy do. We've got so many missiles. We'll be able to flog them for a fortune later on. Right, let's go to the distress node. That was really well handled by the crew there. Really well handled. Interesting. You arrive at a distress beacon near Beacon Sandwich. Near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between 2 large rocks. We've seen this before. It must be illegally mining in the belt without proper equipment. We shall use a beam weapon to cut the ship out carefully. They offer us 2 fuel and 36 scrap for our troubles. I am feeling we are going to hang on to this scrap for potential weapon upgrades down the line. Let us jump to this northern node. A distress beer can, that's right. Here we go, look at this. This is exactly what we needed Screwed for. A Mantis ship here is adorned with rock body parts. Nice. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialised kind. Just put the rock member on. Hello, I am Rockman. I am Rockman. We're going to put Screwed on the comms and see what happens. The 2 aliens face on the other ship's vidcream. Cave-dwelling Pebble Man. Cussed out, my friend. You got cussed. Yells the furious Mantis captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you. That is an enormous missile launcher. We got a boarding party. Okay, let's get social system down there to try and wrestle this guy free. We're going to need to avoid that missile at absolutely all costs. It's going to take a long time to fire. We need to shut down their shields first. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Right, okay. Okay, so we killed that guy. I'm going to leave Rozak there. It's a little bit of a gamble. Okay, we've got some incoming fire. Not too bad. It's that missile that I need to avoid, because that is an absolutely enormous missile launcher. Let's go for those shields. Okay, now we hide. Avoid that. That is an enormous missile. Holy balls. Okay, we need to avoid that. Absolutely. Hopefully. Okay, cloaking device has been hit. We've got their shields down. Perfect. The Vindicator being fired did a lot of damage. We need to shut down their weapons desperately while there's a gap here. Fire. Keep those weapons offline. The missile's coming. Quickly, 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 quickly. Okay, the cloak is back up. Excellent. Let's keep their shields down. Fire that. Good. Excellent. Keeping the shields down. Okay, they're dead. They're pretty much dead. God, that was close. That could have this fight could have gone so badly. The Vindicator beam cuts them in half. 41 scrap. That's very good. If we can find a place that buys drone parts, we'll be absolutely balling. We've got so many spare missiles and things like that. We just need a good missile launcher. Crap! A rock mining vessel. Okay, this is bad. I'm just going to hope that the ship has enough evasion. Okay, we've leveled up someone. I don't know who leveled up. It looks like Fear Holiday in the engines is now level 2. And our pilot as well. 40% evasion. An enemy missile. Let's go invisible to avoid that. There goes the missile. Let's avoid it. Let's go for their shields. Okay, didn't quite hit home there. Keep those shields up! Nova, we need those shields up desperately. That is a big enemy weapon system there. They've hit our cockpit. We've got absolutely 0 evasion for the moment. Vindicator beam, we need you. Another missile going out. Okay, a nice slice down the hull. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're now like a cat in headlights. They're offering us 5 missiles, a drone part, and 17 scrap. We're going to refuse. We've got far too many of those already. Let's send Saru here down to the medbay to repair it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to Sky there. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Enjoy your emotes, sir. Lovely. 3 fuel. There we go. That's what we're after. And 27 scrap. Let's get out of here. Don't want to be battered by that any longer than we need to. Hopefully this is an empty node so I can heal the crew. No one bothers your ship as you float among the numerous space stations and mining platforms. The rocks certainly run efficient operations. Nice. Let's do some crew healing then. Let's power down engines for the moment and power up at the med bay. Let's bring... Who else needs healing? Snurtax needs healing. Lovely stuff. And then redistribute the crew. Excellent. Like I say, I need to save all of this scrap for buying parts for weapon systems. I can't even spend them on other subsystems at the moment because our power bars are now 30 scrap a pop. They're no longer 20 scrap, they're 30 scrap, which means I need an extra 10 to 15 scrap per power bar as we keep buying them. To upgrade our weapon systems, because again we're going to be banging trouble otherwise. I could upgrade the Vindicator beam to the next level, but frankly I'm going to hold off until I know that I absolutely need to, kind of thing. Because if I can find a weapon system now, it'll be great. Ah, here we go. Not much remains at this abandoned system. However, scans reveal a nearby mining platform with some salvageable materials. Okay, this might be worth upgrading now then. Yeah, let's do it. The fastest level, 20-second cooldown. If we can find a weapon pre-igniter, we will be in the money. Another star. Here we go. Intruders on board, an enemy boarding crew, lots of rockmen. Okay. How we're going to work this, this is going to be a little bit of fun here. We're going to open the exterior doors. Or open the interior, yeah. We're going to open these doors. We're going to get our rockman, our Mantis, and our Mantis. So we're going to get Screwed, Social, and Rozak into... Sorry, Medbay. I need you in Medbay. Down here. We're going to get our 2 NGs to fall back to door control. And we're going to close these guys off like this. And force them to fight their way in low oxygen through the... I don't know why I opened all of the doors. Yeah, I just... Oh, come on. There we go. Close all doors. Open these ones. We want them to fight in low oxygen to get to the end of the ship here. There we go. So they want to go through there. So let's flood the weapon systems or vent oxygen out of the weapon systems. They're trying to come through. Nothing they can do. They've got heavy blast doors they need to try and get through. Gaming Nerd, thank you very much, my friend. They're trying to destroy the different subsystems, but as oxygen runs out, they're having to go further and further into the ship, where eventually they'll get to medbay and meet their fate. As I say, they can't get in here fast enough. Solar flare is imminent. Hopefully it sets a part of the ship. There you go, that's already vented of O2. That fire won't spread. They've damaged our systems a little bit. I just need to close my door. Damn Hoover. Lovely. And then we can just seal that door there. And life is good. Let us close off the rest of the ship and let us jump out to the next node, which I want to be this one. Solar flare imminent. We are out. Okay. A motley collection of rock ships is stationed near this beacon. They look to have restored to a pirate's life. Defensive maneuvers. Okay, we've got to wait for O2 to get back in the ship here. We need to get you up here as fast as we can. We need O2 to come back. Rozak. Okay, we're going to wait for O2. There we are. Everybody redistribute yourselves. We've got an enemy Rockman intruder. Okay, let's get our 2 Mantises on that instead. Everybody else is going back to their original systems. Power down medbay, power up engines. We'll deal with them as best we can. Get ready to fire on their shields. There we go. We've got incoming flak. Ooh, it's going to hit, is it? No, didn't hit. Good. Okay. Nasty hit there. We've got a fire. Let's spread everybody back to their original system. Social, I'm actually going to need you to heal rather urgently, actually. Power down engines, power up medbay. Rozak, get on sensors for the most part. In fact, no, get on doors. We're going to blow the fire out of the airlock, I think, is going to be the good way to go. Right, Vindicator beam's nearly ready. Let us fire in perpetuity. There we go, right down the middle of the ship. They're firing flak. Let us cloak to avoid it. There we go. And we fire right into their shields. Excellent. Let's go for their weapon systems next. Double hit coming up. One of them misses. They've fired their flak. Come on, shields, hold. Excellent. Okay, Rozak. How are you doing? You get in here to heal. Let's close this off. The Vindicator beam's going for another slice right down the middle. Lovely. And we'll finish them off with a burst laser hit. Excellent. Vindicator beam doing very well there to fire so quickly, which is excellent. We've got extra missiles and extra scrap. Oh, there's a store. No, I can't risk it. Next sector. I'm going to take a shitload of damage from the rebel fleet otherwise. Okay, you arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You pick up... okay, inquire about their specialty. They offer to upgrade your sensors for 15 scrap. Let's do that. Sensors upgraded by 1. Very helpful. Okay, so we've got a choice here. We've got a Slug Home Nebula or a Zoltan sector. Now, bear in mind that lots of weird stuff happens in nebulas. They're very volatile places to exist and potentially very dangerous. You don't slow down the enemy fleet, but there's lots of very powerful and very dangerous people hiding out in these nebulas. Lovely. Nebulas are amazing, yeah. Pressing plus or minus increases or lowers the font size. Okay, maybe I must have hit something wrong then. Okay, let's go for... You don't have the weapons. I would say 2. Yes, I'm going to agree. There's more chance of finding a civilian trader in a civilian sector. So we're going to go here. You've entered a Zoltan territory. The species is not renowned for giving anything or nothing, but you can always be assured of a fair hearing. Okay, power down medbay and power up engines. 40% evasion currently. We've got a distress call. We'll hit that straight away. See what's going on. Okay. A mission for fuel. I can't afford this one. Greetings, it's so good to see you. We've been out of fuel and floating here for weeks. We were terrified a pirate or those damn rebels would find us first. Could you spare us some fuel? I'm going to give them some fuel. I know it's a risk, but I'm going to. 54 scrap is worth it, and I'm going to hope that we can just find some more fuel somewhere in and about the sector. Let's go this way. There's a good chance of us finding a shop somewhere down here. Here we go. We've got a hostile contact. A pirate ship with markings demands your surrender. These are sad times when even the Zoltan space is beset by pirates. You doubt these fools will be missed. Okay, let's everybody redistribute back to your original rooms. There we go. All systems are powered. We can see their weapon charge now. They've got a lot of weapons. We've got an ion blast coming in. Hopefully we'll be able to handle it. Yep, there's a miss. Good, good, good. Okay, evasion's going very well, actually. Okay, we've got to wait for the Vindicator beam to fire, because, again, we don't have the right subsystems. Come on, Vindicator, you got it. Right across the middle of the hull. Let's go for their shields. Excellent. Now that they're down to level 2 shields, we should be able to accost them relatively easily. They're not going to be able to get through our shields at the moment, just because of how we're battering them. They're now down to level 1 shields. We're going to keep this going. Level 2 shields again. The Vindicator beam's going to fire. Right across the hull there. They've got a fire. Lovely. They offer us 2 fuel and 21 scrap. I'm going to accept their offer for the most part. Store. Excellent. Let's hit this node and then the store. That's what we're after. Okay, a pirate ship. This is not... Oh, sorry, an AI scout drone. Resisting our takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. It's an auto scout. with two very nasty drones here. They've got a lot of beam weapons coming in. How's Nova doing in training? He's leveled up on shields. He's now got 10% faster recharge. He's going for 20%. Snurtax here has now got plus 10 evasion. Fear Holiday's now got plus 10 evasion. Who else is trained? Screwed, you're actually going for faster weapon recharge right now. And Saru is going for incredibly fast repair speed. And as I say, our weapons guys are leveling up quite nicely, especially Rozak in weapon proficiency, which is good. They're going to really be able to fuck people up. So we've got to wait for the Vindicator beam to fire before anything else. I think I'm going to cloak to avoid this weapon salvo here. Cloak. Oh no, I should have cloaked when they fired. Okay, not good news. We're going to take a hit, I think. It's a miss. Okay, the Vindicator beam has fired, but it has not shut down any major systems. We cannot penetrate their shield as of yet, so we're going to wait for the Vindicator beam to fire again. We've got another missile incoming. It has damaged our sensors. Saru, can you move in here for me, sorry, and help, who's that? Social System repair these sensors. Very quickly repaired there, very nice. Nasty hit. Vindicator beam fires again. Right across the centre, does even more damage. Another bomb is fired. It hits the weapons system, totally shuts it down. Nasty couple of pieces of damage here. We're going to be relying on the Vindicator beam again. Saru, can you come in here? Social, let's power down the O2 for the moment and power up that. Just get everything to heal. We've got another bomb in an empty room. Didn't do any subsystem damage. We're going to have another sweep from the beam. And there it is. The enemy ship is dead. 3 fuel. There we go. Not too bad. And a load of extra scrap to boot. Right then, Screwed actually needs a small heal before we do anything. Let's power down engines, power up O2. There we are. Power down medbay, power up that. Redistribute everybody back to the right rooms, and now we go to the store and see what weapons are available. If I can find a heavy missile, it'll be worth it. Not good. These are shit. Ion Stunner, Halberd Beam. These are no good. A slow but reliably powerful beam does 2 damage per room hit. For every shield on the enemy bar, the beam's damage is reduced by 1. For example, 3 damage against a 2 shield bar will cause 1 damage in every room it hits. That's not terrible then. We'll go with this. It's a level 3 weapon. So we're going to need to upgrade weapons 3 times in order to actually fit this weapon. So there, there and there. And then we're going to need 3 power bars for it. Which we could potentially power down engines for, but we'll do that another time. We'll actually heal as well, a little bit. In fact, we'll buy fuel. I want to go to the store, sorry. We'll buy 1 fuel. Let's buy that, and that. There we go. 6 fuel should be plenty. For our needs, anyway. Let's move on. We're right next to the exit. I want to kind of do a long sweep like that, all of the way around. It's going to be quite dangerous, but it should pay off if the nebula is good enough. Okay, you arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has the time to undergo a few scans. We could participate in their study, or we could decline.
Oh, yeah.
John Crow, thank you very much for 3 months now. Long live the Quebec subscription service, that's the one. Yeah, holy shit, dude. Thank you very much for 3 months. You're now a dark brown bear, sir. You've moved up in the world. It's very good. Right then, what do we think? Are we going to go with number 1? Let's go with number 1. Participate in their study. Ah! As soon as you dock, the pirates burst on board and a hostile ship appears on the radar. You hear the Zoltans yelling in the distance. That is the wrong room to port into, my friend. Social, you need to get over there and help Rozak as fast as you can. They've got a very heavy missile system and a series of other subsystems to boot. Okay, hopefully you two are going to be able to handle it. Hope so. Right, go for their shields. Okay, we're not through. Okay. Rozak's really struggling. Power down O2, power up medbay. Let's get you in here to heal. Go on. Close, very close. Butt-clenchingly close. Right, the Vindicator beam is about to fire. Very good hit. There's got a missile coming in. Cloak. That's a big missile. Like, it goes without saying. That is an incredibly sized missile. You actually need to get in here and heal as well, my friend. Right. I still have a decent shield array. We're going to have to wait for the Vindicator beam again. Let's try and go for shields. Okay, we're through. We've hit them once. That's a miss on that system. The halberd beam's not going to be able to get through. Okay. It's that missile system that's giving me sleepless nights. Okay, their what's-it's damaged, so we should be able to get through and hit their shields while they're... Yes, their cockpit's damaged, so they're not getting the same level of evasion. That missile is terrifying. Right. Let us hit them again. It looks like we've had another level up from the from Mr. Nova here. Or Screwed. No, Screwed's not leveled up yet. That's fine. Oh, that Vindicator beam fires fast now. Lovely. An extra fuel and a shield overcharger. Thank you for rescuing us. They held us hostage to an unsuspecting passerby. Please take this. Lovely. A shield overcharger. Loads of extra materials. Let's head north. As I say, we need to scoot round all of the open sectors here. Again, I desperately need to offload some of these missiles. You pick up a Zoltan life raft floating in space. Its inhabitant asks you to retake his ship from the pirates who recently commandeered it. I'm certain it is clear. He concludes that you must not destroy his vessel in the process. Like... We're going to end up destroying it. Like, I don't have any way of taking his ship without destroying it, unless somehow I can start a fire. That's my only chance. I could engage the pirates and just destroy the vessel. O2. Okay, we'll go for O2. We'll engage the pirates then. They have a nasty subset. They just released a hacking module. Yes, the hacking door control. That I can live with. Let's power that down and power up O2. You're right, I'm going to hit their O2. Oh, you meant my O2. I thought you meant their O2. Oh, damn. 2 flak weapons is quite nasty. Oxygen. Yeah, sorry. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to go for their O2. Okay, they're firing their flak again. Let's evade. Nasty. Let's go for this. Their hacking module's damaged. I need to get through their shields. They're coming in again. Let's hope the shields will hold. A little bit of damage to the engines. It's another miss. Come on, Vindicator beam. Get them. Right down the middle. Okay, not terrible. There's another flak jump coming. There's another flak salvo coming in. Hopefully the shields will absorb it. 1, 2, 3 damage. The shields are damaged. Cloak is down. We need that desperately fixed. Come on, Saru. Get that shield up. Okay, Cloak's coming in. Let's dodge that. Nicely done. Right. Yeah, I do need to... Right down the middle of the ship. It's destroyed. He's not going to be happy about me destroying his ship. You salvage what you can from the ship. Ah, here you go. The Zoltan looks deeply dissatisfied with your aiming and demands to be dropped off at your earliest convenience. Let's let him go. I don't need another crew member on board. A Zoltan would have been a free power bar, actually, but fuck it, it's alright. Let's get everybody back to their original systems. Yeah, I should have really taken that Zoltan on board. Never mind. Let's power up the med bay. 40 scrap. No, we need that for subsystems. I'll probably upgrade shields again. Let's in fact send everybody back, and we need to heal up Nova. Yep, and we need Fear Holiday to be healed, and Saru here as well. Quite a lot of damage from that one. So to upgrade this again, I'm going to need about 160 scrap to get the next level of shield, which is like, but instead I'm going to go for power. So 1, 2, 3, which is going to power up the halberd beam as well. Now I don't know how long of an aim the halberd beam has, but we can hope that it's good. We can hope anyway. Right then, let us jump over to this node. As I say, we need to hit as many nodes as possible before the rebel fleet gets here, but we also need to get a few others as well. We've got a hostile ship. You pick up the latest broadcast, or the last broadcast, of a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis says they're here. The Mantis says they're here. Please, you're interrupted by fire from the port bow. Oh, I see. So the crew of the cargo ship are trying to get us to help. They've got a teleporter. Looks like they're sending a boarding party. Let's get ready for that. Okay, so the halberd beam is okay. They've set... Oh, they're going for our fucking laser. Rozak and Social, I need you to deal with them, like, ASAP. I can't have them taking that offline. Okay, here we go. Rozak is getting carved up here. The lasers are going to help. I need to wait. I need to hold off until the beam's ready, and then go for a triple hit. Okay, we're going to cloak first. Okay, these guys are struggling to deal with that. Let's go for a burst laser. Right, and now we can help a beam. How long is this beam? Not very long at all. Okay, I need to hit their shields, ideally. So we could go for that. No, can I hit 3 possible rooms with that? Yeah, 4 rooms. Oh, now that's very... Oh, shit, no, I lost... Fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I lost, Rozak, I think. Yeah, he's gone. Okay, we need to pull you back to medbay. Let's redistribute everybody to their original positions. We need to get you up here. And another slice across the hull. They're dead. Okay, the 2 laser weapons have taken care of them, but I lost Rozak. Shit. That is very bad. Okay. Rozak is gone. Yeah, I didn't think they'd kill you that quickly. Looks like they might... I suspect by the amount of damage that they were doing, those 2 enemy Zoltan might have been proficient in weapons. I suspect they were. Because they did a lot of damage. They massively outdamaged you two. Not good. Yeah, but they were going for the Vindicator beam. You died basically keeping the rest of the ship alive. Without that Vindicator beam, we would have taken some really bad damage. Right, let's jump through this nodule here, and then sort of, like I say, zigzag our way to the exit. No plasma storm, which is nice. You can't see anything through the thick gases? F for Rozak, that's right. Gonna roam around the street. Twat! That's the one. I'm noticing some sort of pattern here. Yep. You said I had too much crew, I did. Was thinning it there. Every day, 12 AM and 3 AM. That's the one. Lovely. Right, you can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship without knowing what is out there. All you can do is wait for the FTL to charge. Okay, we'll hit this node next. There we go. You arrive at a Zoltan security checkpoint set up in a perimeter around the beacon. Travelling vessel, you will submit for crew profiling to identify fugitives of the Empire. I could either wait and have my profile submitted, which will probably cost me a turn and reduce the amount of scrap I could get, or I could just blast my way through the checkpoint. The Zoltan are friendly to the Federation, but I don't think I have time. These are Zoltan security forces trying to stop enemies of their faction. We are the rebels after all. No, we're the Federation. We're the good guys. 2 maybe? It's one of those ones. It's going to cost me a turn. A lot of people are saying 2. It's a few ones. I'm actually going to go with 2. We're going to submit for profiling. Oh dear. The Zoltan security staff board your ship and begin scanning the crew's faces into the computer. Suddenly, alarms go off and the Zoltan leap onto one of your crew. This person is wanted for 5 charges of utter villainy. We can either give them up or refuse and fight. I cannot afford to have one of my crew, especially if it's like screwed or like one of the proficient people. We cannot afford to let them go. We have to fight. Refuse and fight. You're not going to leave anyone behind. You pull away from the station with the enemy guards on board. Unfortunately, they are able to sabotage your weapons system in the process. It is time to leave, so I cannot fire my halberd beam. Okay, so enemy Zoltan on board. We've now got a problem with crowd control. Saru, we're going to need you in here to try and fight. Social, you're going to have to go tooth and nail for this one. Our weapon systems have been knackered. Okay. Kill that guy. They've gone for our cloak. Kill them. There's an oh no, we're going to get hit by this missile. This is bad. It's a miss. Okay, perfect. Fire the beam weapon. They've got an extremely efficient weapons outfit. Oh, this is dangerous. This is extremely dangerous. It goes without saying. Power down O2. Power that up. We're going to have to take the hit. Okay. Let's get you out of there, Nova. Let's get you over here. We've taken an empty hit there. Kill that. Oh my god, what health are you on? Oh! Oh! Oh no, it's far too close. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fucking scary. Right, you need to heal. And you need to get in there, Saru, and try and fight him. As best you can, please. Jesus. Okay, we've got to wait for the Vindicator to fire again. Oh, it's so dangerous. Okay, we take a hit to the engines. Social, just get in there and try and help him kill him. Just do what you can. We've got to get that system repaired. You get over there. Nova, get in here and fix this. Social, get back on sensors. Okay, O2's knackered. We're taking an extremely large salvo and there's very little I can do about it. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to abandon. I'm going to get out of here before we take any damage. Yeah, that was an extremely big salvo coming. Oh, fucking hell. You receive a message from a nearby station. A Federation cruiser jumping into Rebel territory. Quite the bold move. You are quick to move your arm to the weapons, but he continues. Luckily, we are not all in support of the rebellion. Perhaps these supplies will get you into a friendlier space alive. Yes, I hope they will. Let's get out of here. That was a nasty enemy system there. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can move to the next sector. Let's a small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a refueling station of some sort and is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. We can dock with the refueling platform. It could be a facade, it could be a lie. I will heal you up when I can, Saru. I'm going to do it now if I can. Hopefully there's not an enemy boarding party. What are we going to do? Let's dock for fuel. 3 hull damage. Bad. Very bad. The refueling station welcomes you into one of its berths. As you hail him, there is an explosion from your engine room. While assessing the damage, you detect a pirate ship closing in fast. Okay, so the engines are knackered. Saru, I need you to heal this. Nova, I need you to keep fixing that. I need the cloak back online. Then I'm going to get you on shields just for the moment. They've got a nasty weapons outfit. Power that up for me. We need the Vindicate. We need our beams working. Let's go for their shields and cloak. That's a nasty set. Okay. Keep fixing things. Saru, go to the engine room and help out. There we go. Engines are rehealing very quickly now. The Vindicator beam fires, shutting down a lot of their weapon systems. We're going to fire our own weapon systems. Didn't quite get through. We're going to hit them with a halberd beam, though. Like, in as many rooms as we can. Where can I possibly hit 4 rooms? Here. It's only going to do 1 damage. Oh, cockpit's badly hit. Okay. We've got to wait for shit to charge. Saru, get in here and help the cockpit be repaired. Got another missile coming in. Can I cloak in time? Ooh, no, didn't quite get it. It hit the front of it. It hit the back. We might have got away with it. Okay, let's fire our... What's it beam? There we go. Let's go for their shields. Okay, we're through. Now we need to find a room worth hitting with 4. There we go. That's going to be a good set. Oh, here we go. They're offering us some stuff. They're offering us fuel and scrap. 24. Chat, should we accept their offer? Or should we let the beam finish them off? What do you think? Might be worth doing, might not. Don't forget to turn on your O2. I will do. I'll turn it on very shortly. 2. Let's not accept surrender. Let's power down engine. Power down medbay, sorry. Turn on O2. We cut them in half. And now we get to heal people up. Okay, fuel scrap. We are in a very bad way. The ship is extremely badly damaged. Social, get over here. Fear, I'm going to need you down here as well. It's close. We're in very bad shape here. Right, power that down. No, the pilot needs some healing as well. Get yourself in here, lad. Let's get Social back on doors. Well, Social was sensors, wouldn't he? We'll get you on sensors. They're a little bit more helpful to us than anything else. Okay. Redistribute everyone back to their original systems. And we're going to get our 2 NGs to come into this room here, and then you're going to tackle that breach together. There you go, get that hole fixed. Record time, get back in here for healing. And then return to positions. Power down medbay, power up engines. Let's get out of here. Right, NG-controlled sector. Hopefully we'll get some free repairs here. Okay, you have arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey here. I hope so. Right, let us hit as many nodes as possible, as per usual. So let's jump to this close one first. If you open up internal doors, you can actually out-leak a breach in terms of O2. Oh, really? A cluster of NG satellites in orbit of a nearby planet is the only clue to the mechanical species that were ever here. You have other places to be. Okay, we've got 2 stores. We're going to jump to this node and then to a store to try and maximise our... oh, this is bad. Okay, this beacon has been put too close to a giant star. Okay, they've got an absolutely beefcake weapon system. This is a real concern. Those are all charging. When are they going to fire them? I've got to avoid their ion. That's a miss. Okay, we've called a bluff here. Right, they're coming in. We've got to avoid all of that. Now we fire our own weapons outfit. Let's go for their shields. Okay, one's a miss. We're going to hit as many rooms as we can. There we go. The Vindicator beam's going to fire as well. Right up the middle. Let's accept the offer. I wonder if the missile's going to hit us. It is going to hit us. You accept their offer and it hits you anyway. Right, deal with that before it becomes a problem. Oh, deal with this before it becomes a problem. Deal with that before it becomes a problem. Right. You get back on pilot. Let's get out of here. Jump to this store. Let's get away from the rebel fleet. For I need to heal. And buy weapons and things, potentially. Okay, what have I got? Nothing. I just need to fix the hull, don't I? As much as it would be nice to have an additional crew set or something, I just got to fix the hull. That's it. I need to upgrade some subsystems as well, if at all possible. Okay, Social, get down here. I'm going to need you to heal. Social's taken a lot of damage in these engagements. Everybody needs a little bit of a heal, actually. Pilot, you. Power that down, power that up. Let's invest in maybe shields. Let's go for level 3 shields on our next with our next set of cash. You also needs healing. The NG Nova. Let's get you up for a heal and then redistribute everybody back to their correct place. Now it makes no sense actually having Saru here. It makes much more sense to have Saru on the doors instead of on cloaking. So we'll put you there instead. Because there's nobody in that position anymore because we lost Rozak. It's a damn shame. Okay, so in terms of getting shields, we'll need 160 scrap to get level 3 shields, or we could just keep upgrading our engines for maximum evasion. It's risky. It's very risky. Evasion doesn't help you against drones or beam lasers, but it does help you against missiles and traditional projectiles. It's so dangerous. I think the shields are going to be safer to start with, as we have the cloak. Let us go to these nodes here and then circle around to the distress beacons. Okay, you arrive near an NG construction yard. Most NG maintain their bipedal appearance out of habits, but here you see a number of NG hives working together to create a massive organic machines adept at building ships. Truly a sight to behold. So nothing at this node. Let us power down medbay and power up the engines here. And jump to... there's loads of stores around here. It's very nice. Again, we want to hit as many nodes as possible. Not preferably shops. We could hit this other shop after we've hit this one here. We've got combat. A rebel ship has been seen patrolling. Yeah, we've got to go for the next level of shields. They've hacked our shields, which is extremely bad news. Shields are open. Let us cloak. Get those shields back up. Okay. Right. Fire on them. It's a miss. We've got to go for their weapon system. We've got to hit as many rooms as we possibly can. Just like that. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, only 2 damage there. Quite good evasion from the rest of the crew. The cloak is offline. Saru, get off doors and fix that for me. Sensors are damaged. The Vindicator beam took a good hit and it's knocked out one of their burst lasers, but with the shields getting hacked constantly, we're in a bad way. Okay, need that halberd beam back. They fire another burst. 2 of them miss, 1 of them hits. This other drone is being extremely fucking feisty. We need to shut as many of them down as we can. Oh, I shot through their drone. I accidentally killed their drone. Okay. Beggars can't be choosers. More damage to their weapons system. We need to get their hacking module as well if we can. Hopefully the Vindicator Beam's going to deal with that. Saru, where are you? You're trying to get through the door. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay. Keep trying to get through. Okay, they're offering us some goods. I'm going to take it and go. In fact, no. No, we're going to stay. Okay, we didn't take any damage from that. That's good. They're really struggling to deal with their system damage now. Right, we're through. Right, we can do some fucking damage here. Nice. Cut them up. Bastards. 53 scrap, much more reasonable. Okay, so only 1 more fight and we'll be able to get better shields. Let us go to this one and then jump to that store. Okay. Hello, your communicator opens and a hail from a nearby ship says our weapon systems are malfunctioning and we're too afraid to travel home unassisted. Can you escort us? Yes. They have added a quest marker to our map. So we need to get over there. Let us jump to this store now then, as we've got some distance to make. Let's take a look at what they've got. Ooh. Ooh. 25 seconds to charge, requires 4 power, and it does 3 damage per room hit. That is almost worth it. The most powerful, yeah, that's worth it. Oh, that's good. We're going to buy it. We can sell our halberd beam. Maybe not sell it just yet, no. No, sell it just yet. Yeah, sell it now. Sell it now! And then we buy the next upgrade in the weapons. And then if we power down engines, we can power that up. The glaive beam. It's got a very long recharge, but is extremely powerful. That is very nice. Yeah, the most powerful, one of the most powerful beam weapons in the game. Sell your cargo. Interesting. What cargo do I have again? Oh, my shield, that's right. Could have maybe just sold that. It's probably not worth very much. Store, sell, shield. 30, isn't too bad. We'll use that to buy some other equipment then. We'll use that to fix the ship. Don't need any of this. And we'll buy some fuel with the rest of the money. Lovely. So we need an extra power bar when we can afford it, but we can't afford it just yet, so we'll jump to... Oh, God. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this guy back. Curious. I'm kind of annoyed that I can't jump from... It's kind of... Well, this is a problem. I might not be able to get him to his quest marker. We'll see. Interesting. You come across an asteroid mining colony. Oh, this is an easy choice. Thank you very much for Saru. Hey, silly, you've missed some bits, have I? Oh, you're joking. Whose bits have I missed? I missed some bits. Oh, sorry. Grim Reaper Service. I think you missed my last 2 bits, donos. 3rd time's the charm. Let's scroll up. I think you missed my last bit dono when Social survived with 1 HP. If you didn't, my bad. Totally missed them. 2 absorbed in the game. Well, thank you very much for the bits, Grim. And thank you very much, Saru, as well. And thank you to everyone that's subbed if I've missed any. Let's give them 15 missiles. Wow, this will help our efforts considerably. Let me see what I can scrounge up to offer you. They deliver some scrap and they have the team, try and repair your hull. Which is a little bit of a shame, but what can you do? Right, we're going to jump to this marker here and then we're going to weigh up whether or not we can make the quest objective in time. A burst laser Mark 1 and 26 scrap. No, we've got to get to the exit now. Damn shame. Okay. We've got to get out of here. Another burst laser Mark 1. Weird. In terms of raw damage then, it might just be worth having these. Burst laser Mark 2s and burst laser Mark 1s, they do 4 damage each. It could be worth having them. There's some real potential there. That's why you shouldn't repair to full. Yeah, you're right, to be fair. You've got me there. Rookie mistake. Chin scratch. But they can miss, it's true. Yeah. We'll keep the glaive beam powered for now. We'll decide what we're going to do with that later. Oh, let's go for the rebel stronghold. Let's try and get some scrap to our name and upgrade our systems before we get through here. Once the Federation forces were scattered, the rebels came down hard on the locals here. Between the tax collectors, air quotes, and military bases, the rebel presence in this sector is high. Let's get to work then. Like I say, we need another power bar, sorry, which I'm going to do now. They're starting up their FTL jump drive. Okay, so it's going to take us a little while to charge our weapon systems. That's a very long cloak of theirs. Look how long that cloak is. Look how long that cloak is. Jesus. Okay, the question is, can I hit their cockpit and terminate their FTL drive? I've slowed it down, maybe. Jesus. Not a good hit. We've got a fire in the Vindicator beam. Okay. Oh shit, Saru, you're not meant to be there. You're meant to be down here. Quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. God, look at that. Look how fast they're fucking... Yeah, their jump's imminent. I can't stop this. They're just going to jump out. They're gone. Look at that. That's out. Right as the beam gets it. Okay, the fleet is doubled for one jump. We're going to move on. That's an outrageous vessel. Okay, we've got another rebel sector fight here. Still got a fire in the Vindicator beam. Saru, I need it fixed quickly. Intruder detected. Oh shit, Saru.
Yeah.
Crap, you got to get down there quickly. Let's get you out and get Fear Holiday here. Thank you very much to I Am the Swarm. 8 months in a row, mate. Thank you very much, sir. Right. They've only got burst laser weaponry. Right, let's get you two in there to deal with them, because I need that Vindicator beam up and running. Try and fight them as best you can. Okay, you need to back out. Go and get yourself healed. Power that down, power that up. Saru, get in there and try and lend a hand. We're going to have to go for a burst laser hit. Not quite enough. Okay. Let's go for a 4. Very nice hit. Their weapons are badly damaged. Okay, let's get the captain down here to get in on this. Tag team with Fear Holiday. Looks like they've got weapon proficient boarding crew. You get over here. Sorry, yeah, lots of pausing. Shields should hold. Saru, we're going to need to get you out. Let's tag team Social in. They appear to be charging up their FTL drive. I'm cutting them in half. They're offering us a very, very good amount of scrap. They've teleported out. I'm taking it. Oh, sorry there. Normally I read them out, but that was quite tense. Let's move you over here. We need to power that down, power that up. We need an extra power bar so that we can keep everything powered to its maximum. Oh, shit's getting very tense. So, Holiday, get back to engines. Captain, you get back there. Social, you heal. Saru to doors. And you to sensors, please. And do fix them up sort of as fast as you can. Nova needs a heal as well, actually. Just like that. And then save the new crew positions, or the same crew positions that I forgot to save before. Power that down and power that up. We're going to go for shields next. We're nearly maxed out this ship in terms of its power relay. Let's get the pilot in here. In terms of its reactor, this ship's nearly maxed out. Let's go for the distress beacon. Oh dear, we're struggling. It's going to be close. Lovely. You find the source of distress call, a small research station with a fire on board. It's getting out of control and threatening to destroy the station. There appears the fire suppression system isn't working. We send in the rock crew member. Your rock crew member tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. Contact the survivors. A explosive replicator and 71 scrap is a big deal. Okay. In terms of upgrades, as I say, it's 100 scrap, but it's going to cost us, I think, 70 scrap to get the shield upgraded to level 3, so we'll have to wait for that. Nearly fixed the sensors there we go. Let's jump deeper into uncharted space. Yeah, let's not go there, that dead ends. Let's go to this one. Right, you arrive in an asteroid belt with an extremely capable enemy vessel. We are struggling. They've hacked our weapon systems down to nothing. I'm going to wait for them to salvo their beam weapons, and then I'll go from there. They've fired a missile out. Where's it going? Where's it going? It's a miss. Okay. Their beam weapons are the ones I want to avoid. Okay. Probably shouldn't have used it then, but what can you do? It's all good. Weapons are charging. They took a little bit of damage there. Their shields took the brunt. The Vindicator beam's about to fire. Good. Right across the way of the hull. Let's go for their shields. The game's slowing down a little bit because there's lots of visual effects on the screen. They've hit our med base. Saru, can you come and patch that up? The game's is running in slow motion. Again, it's doing that thing. Weapon systems are hacked. I'm not even going to be able to fire the glaive beam if the weapon systems keep getting hacked like that. Oh, the game's sped up again. O2's hit. We've got another hit there. Saru, go and heal the O2, please. Okay. Let's fire the... Let's turn the cloak on. There we go. Saru's leveled up in maintenance. Let's go for their shields. And then fire our own glaive beam as, like I say, as many rooms as we can. 3 damage per room is enormous. We can do 12 points of damage with that. Loads of drone parts. Let's get out of here. Let's jump to this node first. A few things that we need to repair. Need to get the next level of Vindicator beam. They're trying to get out of here. A rebel scout of some sort. Right, again, we've got our work cut out for us here. An extremely large weapons arsenal of burst weaponry. Come on, need that Vindicator beam up ASAP. First one's a miss. They fired a weapon. They've hit our cockpit and our engine room. Evasion's down to 0. Should have tried to dodge. Chose not to. Shields need to stay up. Door controls knackered. Saru, help them get the cockpit online. Right, okay. Fire all weapons. So that's a miss. So we're only going to be doing 1 damage. Let's do it to 3 rooms. There we go. Another couple of hits. 1 hit there. You go for doors. How's Nova doing on shields? He's leveled it up as fast as he can, but frankly we just don't have enough shields. That's our limiting factor at the moment. Get those shields up. Another door hit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to Ledito for 3 months in a row. Enjoy your brown bear icon, sir, or the dark brown bear. You've moved up in the world. Good man. Let's fire again. Glaive beam. Not enough. They're out. Okay, Rebel fleet is going to double jump. We're in banging trouble. They've doubled for 1 jump. I'm going to not power up the glaive beam at the moment. The 2 burst lasers I think are actually going to be more helpful. It just takes too long for these to charge. I think in a single salvo these burst lasers are going to be more worth it. Right, let's hit the nebula. Yeah, we'll try the lasers in this engagement and see how we do. We're mind controlled up here. I'm going to need you to fight Scrooge, please, social system. Don't kill him, but I can't have him destroying the weapons outfit. Not yet. We got that coming in. Didn't penetrate. Right, let's fire a full-blown salvo at their shields. Fire everything we have. Yes, that's very effective. Okay, so you're both under control. Back on sensors. Shields are holding. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, just about avoided it. The Vindicator beam. Okay, the burst lasers are the way to go, it looks like. Yeah, I can just fire them more often. Do you know what I mean? Maybe for a different build, this might be better. Yeah, maybe for other ships, the glaive beam might be a decent buy, but here, it's just not cutting the mustard. Yeah, the burst laser build just has higher DPS, so that's the one we're going to stick with. Let's put the glaive beam right on the very end. No, let's do that, yeah. Do it like that. Okay, so it's not my first choice, but it's a choice, and that's the important thing. Okay, the actual exit node here is in a really weird place. I don't want to use it yet, but I think I'm going to have to. Let's upgrade the shields. Level 3 shields, okay. Let's go for level 5 engines, 45% evasion. Ugh, okay. Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't want to risk getting caught out. We're going to leave. Continue, jump, next sector. It's the last stand already. Okay, they're going to give us supplies and things that we can use in the last stand. This is it. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past the initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Explain the enemy fleet and the rebel flagship. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief, amongst the officers. General Terzil of the Engie Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. There we go. They've given us some repair and some fuel. Okay, so we got our work cut out for us in this sector, but this is the hand I've been dealt. So this is how it's got to be done. Demand the securing of their goods. Okay, they're trying to flee. So we're going to focus fire them if we can. Okay, we've got an enemy outfit. I actually should have healed before this. Yep, heal us. Yep, unfortunately we've got a fight to go through first. Right, we're going to power down O2 and power that up. You're going to be able to heal and fight in this room, which is good. Right, let's go for a full-blown salvo on their engines. Let's try and shut them down. Not very good. But we've got high DPS. The glaive beam is going to be able to get... Okay, let's go cloak. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Vindicator beam doing its job. Fire on engines again. Full blast. There we go. Their engines are shut down. Lovely. They're trying to deal with the fire in there. Right, let's go for cockpit. Let's go for shields and shields. Lovely, we got through to the cockpit. Let's everybody redistribute back to their original positions. No, those guys are healed. Social, up there. Saru, take this position. No, go to here. You really need to heal, Screwed. I need you to keep the high DPS up. Just stay as we are for now. That's all I can do. An extremely high hit here, very high energy hit. We're going to go for shields in all manners. Lovely, we're getting through. In just raw salvos, we're getting through. An extremely high DPS here. Let's just keep smashing our way in. Lovely. Okay, we're getting through, if nothing else. A large breach missile. Okay, this could be worth it. How much does this cost? 3 power. I wouldn't be able to put it on at the same time. It does 4 damage. It's 22 seconds. It's not worth it. I'm just going to bring that down to storage. It's just in the way. Right, okay. Crew healing, Screwed. I need you down here for me, please. Power up O2. I hear chat screaming. Power up O2. I see the red tinge. What about Fear Holiday? No, O2. Oh, okay, I didn't power up O2. There we go. And you there. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Daily low oxygen training. Yep. I'm trying to turn you into Deadpool. That's what I'm doing. So it's right. Okay. Let's power that down and return everybody to their subs. Oh, don't save crew positions. You get over there. Screwed. Fear Holiday back to engines. Snare back up here. What is our evasion actually? 45% is very good. Let's not head for the repair nodule just yet. There's the base up here. Let's go for this one. We'll go to the repair next. There'll be another rebel ship here. Only 3 shields on this one. 2 drones though. Nasty weapons outfit. Hopefully we can keep this together. Okay, everything's charged. They've fired 2 missiles at us. Let's cloak to avoid them. And let's fire a full-blown salvo, first things first, at their shields array. And let's maybe try and get through to their weapons as well. Nice, you see, this works. This is just higher DPS than the other one. It's going to pay off. It's a hit, they've got a breach. Okay, a lot happening on screen. The game's struggling to deal with the high visual. Whoa, that was a big fucking hit. Holy balls. Okay, Vindicator beam should be firing relatively soon. Nope, missile is out. Is it going to hit? Yes, it's hit the cockpit. Totally stun locked it. We'll go for repairs next. Let's go for another full-blown salvo. Let's hit all the subsystems we haven't yet. Nice. Extremely high DPS on this build. This is excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to sorry, who's that? Simpen _. Thank you very much, my friend. Just wants to keep chat on the edge constantly. I think, yeah, that's what it is. It's not me being stupid. Snur, fix that up. And then go in here. Thank you very much to Grim Reaper. You need to... Sorry, you need a race that doesn't need oxygen called Lanius. Yeah, that's right. Let's get both of our NG guys into door control here, and we're going to get you to tag team this, or just rush it, basically. I really don't know how we're going to do in the end, boss, folks. I honestly don't have a clue. Not well is my guess. We've got 129 scrap. We could go for level 4 shields, which is going to cost us 180. No, we're going to go for another point in engines. Right, let's power that back up. We're going to max out engines now, as it's slightly cheaper. Let's get you over here. Nova, back to shields. Saru, back to doors. 48% evasion. Let's go for repairs. Here we are. They give us a load of crap. Excellent. Let's jump up here, because we've got to intercept the rebel ship. We're going to get in a bad way here. Prepare to fight the rebels. Okay. They're sending in a lot of drones against us. They've hacked door control, that I can live with. They're trying to get through. They've got some very heavy, like, burst laser equipment, but it isn't going to help them. We're going to go straight for their shields and weapon systems, same as we did before. Full-blown salvo. Didn't quite get through. Ooh, okay, that's bad. Saru, you can't do anything, can you? Right. I'm going to need Social to get in there and try and help with that if he can, because we've now only got a small amount of the penetrating power that we previously had. Vindicator beam's taken a good hit. Let's go for a hit on their hackings. Their hacking is not down. Let's try and knock out... Okay, the hacking array is down. Saru, you get up there. Try and help with that. Yeah. Let's go for weapons. Shut down their weapons system and their shields. Okay, we're through on their shields. They're trying to power up their FTL drive. Their engines are still on, which is a bother. Okay, that's a very good defense drone, able to shoot down any projectile. Very bad for us. Very good for them. Right, power that up to full. You back there. Saru, get back on doors. Holy shit. Okay. Their FTL's delayed because they don't have a pilot. They're going to try and fire a very heavy salvo at us very shortly. I want to try and shut that down before it happens. Lovely. Okay, they're going for a full salvo here, a full level 4 salvo. We're going to avoid it. There we go. Then we're going to fire all weapons simultaneously. We're going to go here, engines and weapons. Lovely. They couldn't stop it from getting through. Perfect. Right, a load of extra scrap. They thank us. We've only got one power bar left. I'm going to put it in cloak. We're going to go for a 10-second cloak. Like that. And now we're maxed out. We have nothing else that we can offer this ship. We're maxed to the top. 10-second cloak is going to help. Big time. Increasing invasion by 60, so it gives us a guaranteed dodge. Oh god, this is tense, isn't it? Cloak, yep, put it in cloak. So much fuel now, yeah, in this turning point in the game. A store, curious. I can sell a load of stuff off and maybe buy some better beam weapons or something. Okay, what have we got in here? Ooh, a charge. Charge laser Mark II. It requires 3 power. Curious. Could this be worth it? Is this worth it? Stealth weapons. Prevents your weapon fire from disrupting your cloak, allowing you to shoot at will while cloaked. That could be better. This is so dangerous. Is that... I don't know. Yeah, stealth weapons are premium. Yeah, I'm thinking that. We need to sell that on anyway. We'll buy stealth weapons. No, because I don't have any more power. I can't physically get an extra power bar. We'll sell. We'll sell these, and we'll sell that, and then we'll just put it into ship upgrades. Yeah, we'll just put it in ship upgrades. So, we can only upgrade these secondary systems at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into co-pilot, perhaps? And I'm going to put an extra point into the weapons system.
Yeah.
No, shield. I'm going to put an extra point into the shields, right? So that it has a 1 hit point buffer and is able to survive an extra hit. Okay, we're going to wait. The enemy flagship is coming to us. Thank you very much to... oh my god, 40 gifts. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So the enemy flagship has arrived. They're going cloak. They're sending out a hacking module for the med bay. That I can live with. That I can live with. Okay. So we're not detecting them at the moment. Okay, here we go. This is where the fun begins. Their weapons are charging. 1, 2, 3. That we can absorb. The missiles we're avoiding. Right. Let us fire. All fire on their shields. All in. Okay, 2 hits, 2 hit points. Again, we've got an extremely high rate of fire. Lovely. Well, they cloaked, but so did we. Or so, sorry, they cloaked, but our Vindicator beam got off, which is fine. When they release themselves from cloak, well, they're going to take a bit more damage. Okay, we can absorb that fire. Sorry, okay, now we fire again. Full salvo on their shields array. None of them got through that time. It's alright. In come the missiles. Cloak. The missiles are the ones that we desperately need to avoid. 1, 2, 3. Keep getting out their shields, because we are going to break through eventually. We're chipping away at them. This is phase 1. They're hacking. Another slice across the hull from the Vindicator beam. We're absorbing their fire. That ion reverser is doing absolute gold dust work here. Right, 1, 2, 3. Just keep going. Keep trying to break through. Ooh, big hit coming in. Lots of missiles. 1, 2. Big fire in the engine room and O2's damage. Get off doors and repair that, please, urgently. Fire, fire, and fire. Keep going through. They've got low shields. Okay. Vindicator beam's going to be firing soon. Cut them in half, Vindicator. Go. Nice. Who's in low damage? Fear Holiday. You get over there. Run through the low O2. Right, they're leaving. We're going to do some damage control, and we're going to wait. Saru, get out of there. Let's blow oxygen out of the arse end of the ship like this. Like that. Let's power that down, power that up. Okay, that system's fully destroyed. That was a nasty fire, that was. Close all doors. Wait for O2 to return. Okay. Right, Fear Holiday and Saru. Both of you get in there. You leveled up in repairing, Saru, so if you look how quickly that ship repairs now. Captain, you get out there as well. Give him a hand. Jesus. Okay. After you blow fires out, close the exterior doors and open all interior doors to equalise O2. Okay. Good to know. This isn't necessarily the wrong way of doing it, it's just a slightly slower way. Send all crew back to their original positions. Well, no. You need to go there, you need to go there. You need to get back to the weapon systems up here. Jesus. Right. Save this as the optimum crew layout. Where are they exactly? They're going up here to the base. Let's intercept. Here we are. You chase down the flagship and discover it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Your scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power for the drones. Okay, so we're going to get drone spammed. We need to stop their power surges. This is bad. We need to contain this. This drone here is going to be a real problem for us. Power down engines and power up the medbay. We need it desperately. Right. Get ready for full salvo on the shields array. Same as before. We've got a cloak for the power surges. Okay, 1 hit. Not terrible. In come the weapons. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad if I can't contain that. I've got to make a choice here. Do I take the 3 hits from the missiles in the knowledge that I could potentially avoid them? Let's power down O2 and increase our evasion to 48% and hope the missiles do not land. Here comes the power surge. Let us cloak. Okay, no, all 3 of them found their mark. Power surge detected. Not good. Fire, fire, and fire. Okay, we barely got through there. Surge is on. Sorry, there's a lot of micromanaging here. The engines desperately need repairing. Saru needs to stay on doors for the moment to keep that contained. No, we'll get you in here for the moment. Because you're going to need to repair the hole in the floor. Okay, the drones are still up. Okay, that's bad. Saru, run over here. Help get that back online. One of the burst lasers is down. Can we get through anyway? Potentially, we can do 1 damage if all hit. No, okay, we need the Vindicator beam to do the work. Nice hit from the Vindicator. O2 needs to come back. Right, let's get some extra O2 in there. Try and equalise it a bit easier. Bad, 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 bad. You need to get in there. Another boarding drone. Dude, he's going to die. You need to get out. Another drone coming in. Nothing I can do. I'm taking a lot of missile hits here. We're going to have to stay the course, though. This is probably the hardest phase of the boss. Right here. Oh, where's the pilot? Captain? Get in here. We need you. Oh, shit. We need that cloak up. There's a fire in the cloaking room. Get off shields for the moment while we're cloaking. And come and put this out. This is extremely bad. I can't jump out just yet. I need to try and commit to this, but this is proving to be extremely difficult. There's a hell of a lot of moving parts. Social needs to get back in there, but he can't, and we can't tackle that boarding drone just yet. Let's try and shut down their drone system then. That's what we've got to try and focus fire. Go for the drones. Not enough. Okay. So he's going to destroy this medical bay, which is fine. I need this cloak back up because unfortunately we're going to get a new arsehole torn if we're not careful. Okay, we've cloaked for as long as we can. Nova, get back on shields. You are going to pull back a little bit further. O2's still powered off, but I can't afford to power it back on yet. I can't really afford to drop a point in evasion either. No, I'm going to have to. O2's got to come back online. Just try and hold as best we can. We need everything back online. Right, drone control. Fire, fire, fire. Right, we're through. We hit the drone, we've disabled that. Right. Saru, get in here with Bellamy Lad and repair the hole in the floor. Quickly. No, okay, it won't let you repair the hole in the floor. Okay, Nova. Nova back in there. Saru, get back in there as well. No point fighting him in a room that's got no fucking oxygen in. You get in here and try and hold him in there for as long as you can. Right, they've got an enemy missile salvo coming in. Very little I can do to stop it. I've got no cloak. Incoming missiles. Oh, that was bad. We took a hit there. I'm not sure what that was. We're down to half health. He's only level 2. He's only got 2 health left. Once we destroy this phase, it will be alright. Okay, let's vent oxygen out of this room. Okay, it looks like we're going to beat this phase, just barely. Cloak. Avoid all these drones. Fire. Okay, that's phase 2. Jesus. Okay. I need to go get a repair and jump back. There we go, they've repaired us to full. Wonderful. Right, we've got to deal with all of the fucking breaks in this system. Go in here, fix that hole in the floor. Jesus. Right, let's let a bit more air equalise. There we go, exactly as chat said. Let's get you in here to heal, you in there to heal, you in there to heal. Beer Holiday needs a small heal as well. Nova back on shields. Saru back on doors. Social back on weapons. And Fear Holiday back on engines. Jesus Christ. Chat, this is serious. Right, let's upgrade the doors. Doors to max level, so that we can really fucking contain anyone that tries to board, because that seems to be our big problem at the moment. Power down medbay, power up evasion, jump back to the base, and wait for the last phase. We've got to defend the base. Here we go. He's coming, we wait. Final phase. Here it is. He's got a Zoltan shield. You're not certain how he's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage he's sustained. It looks as if he's transferred power to the teleporter as well. Some kind of super weapon being prepared. This is it. Okay, so see, we've got mind control here. Social, stop him from destroying the shields. In fact, no, he can destroy the shields because we've got one spare. You need to get up here and stop them from destroying this room here. This is bad. Okay, he can destroy that, but he can't destroy anything else. I'm not sure what the super weapon being charged is. It does concern me, though. Right, they've got the missile systems about to fire. We need to start ripping into their Zoltan shield. Go Cloak. Avoid the incoming missiles. That's good. Zoltan, you need to get in here. The shields are being damaged. The power surge detected. I have no idea what that is. Whoa, okay. That was their super weapon. Okay, good thing we avoided it. Let's keep blasting the shields. The Vindicator Beam did some damage as well. Right, we're through their Zoltan shield. He's in there. Elizabeth we need to go through and stop. Fix that shield up for me, Nova. They've let a salvo go. They've got missiles coming in. Nothing we can do about it just yet. If we shut down this missile array, we might be in a really good spot, so let's try and do it. Okay, we've got one hull breach, we've got doors hit, we need to power that down and power up medbay. He's going to be taking 2 damage. Saru, come through and help him, spread a bit of the damage around so that they can counter the heal. Vindicator beams firing down, lovely. Shields have taken it, it's dangerous. Right, let's fire. This system here, full blast, go. Shut down those missiles. Lovely, their missiles are hit badly. Okay, he's stuck there. Saru, let's get you back on doors. Let's hold him there for as long as we can. Close that. Intruders detected, power surge incoming. Let's hide. There goes the weapon. We avoid it. Perfect. Let's fire another burst laser. They're trying to repair shit. Let's go for another heavy hit on all of these subsystems. Medbay's almost destroyed. He's been mind controlled. We're just going to have to keep him trapped in there for now. Oh shit, he's got permission to go straight through that door. That is annoying as hell, because we need you back on our side. Rockman, can't close that door just yet. Close these doors. Equalise that, go through and stomp him. You need to run back here. They're going for shields. It's not a disaster, but it's not good either. The Vindicator Beam. Oh shit, we've almost done it. One more salvo. One more salvo. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do it, do it, do it. Finish it. Kill the boss. Go, go, go. Last salvo. Fire. Yes! Fucking hell. I did not expect to win this. Fucking hell. Okay, they got the enemy still trying to get through there. Quickly get Social out there to rip his head off. Oh shit, no, we've done it. Oh god, thanks to the valiant effort of the Osprey and her successful crew, Syntax screwed Nova, Social System, Fear Holiday and Saru. The rebel flagship was destroyed, throwing their fleet into chaos and ensuring a Federation victory. Holy shit. I was not expecting us to win that. That was mad. That was insane. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Bloody hellfire. F for Rozak, yep, F for Rozak. Oh god, do you own Warhammer 40k Dawn of War? If yes, would you be interested in some multiplayer battles? No, I do not own it. It was a pleasure serving, Captain, no problem. Fucking hell, very well played. That was a fucking tight ass ship to the end of the game there. Real nail biter, yeah, you're fucking right, that was serious shit. Like that, the second phase is by far the hardest phase in the game, and that cloak is the single most helpful thing in the fucking game there. Sir Woodington, thank you very much for 5 months in a row, mate. It's very kind of you. Twitch Prime, thank you, man. God, that was serious fucking shit, that was. Oh my god. Trumpets start playing in the background, that's right. Oh my Jesus Christ, that was absolutely... Like, considering how close you were to death in a couple of instances, like the hole was pretty much consistently in the orange. 100 bits for the victory. Thank you very much, Zian even. Holy crap. Best one is the weapon pre-igniter. Yeah, I think so. That's the one I should have had. Saru, salute to the true king. Salute to you, madam. You fucking... Madam? Sir? I don't know. I don't know why I called you madam. Because the engine was a female, I think. Anyway, fucking... yeah, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That was a fucking... that was a toe biter. It was an absolute... I've got no nails left. I've bitten them right down to the bone. Fucking... Shocking conclusion there. That fucking artillery beam that we had was really invaluable, especially early on. The reason I thought that the run was going to come to a swift end was because we weren't finding any weapons capable of loading into our ship. We maxed out the power though. We got a full reactor. Like, oh my god, that is an insane fucking feat right there. The only way you can get any more power than we had was to use a backup battery or to use Zoltan crew member, of which we had neither. That Osprey was fully outfitted for that fight, and it was tense. There was a lot of shit going on there. I am, madam. Thanks for remembering. Yes, I totally forgot. Anyway, that is that's pretty much it. For me then, that's the one. I'm going to go and revel in the victory and rub it in Echo's face, because he hasn't beat FTL yet. And yeah, that is awesome. I honestly, I didn't expect us to win when we loaded up, considering how that first game went with the crew in the Feg, or whatever it was. I have no idea. The Freg. Yeah, fucking, that was shocking. Like, I was really worried that it was going to go shagging bad. About XCOM, I will send my character to the pool. Will you be able to choose which characters you want to start with, or will it be random? The way the pool works, and it's what I didn't do properly last time, is that I set the pool characters to pool characters only, right? But it initialises at the start of the run. So if I add characters to the pool afterwards, they do not have a chance of randomly spawning in the game. So what I have to do is I have to set the character pool to character pool and random, and make sure that I've got nearly all of everybody's characters in the character pool before I click start. That's how it works, because otherwise you barely have anyone in there, and your chance of finding people are very, very slim. The best chance you have of finding people is recruiting people, but that costs, and unfortunately I never have any money in that because everything's so expensive. So yeah, it's one of those ones. Thank you very much for coming. I'm going to bugger off, and I don't know, I'm going to have like a cold shower or something. Like, I'm absolutely roasting. And yeah, I will catch you all for some games later in the day. So yes, thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time. I think I'm going to pass you on to Mr. Porro, who is playing. Let's have a look at what Porro's playing. Let's go. Host up folder. Who's online? So Cyanide's playing. Has Cyanide only just started, or? Tell me it ain't true. Tell me that I've not got nearly as many viewers as Cyanide. Tell me that ain't true. That's unbelievable if I have. Oh, he's doing some Fallout 4 VR. That should be a good watch. Holy shit. Alright then. So yeah, thanks very much for coming, and I'll catch you all next, right for the end of the credits there. Awesome. 3,994. That is a new high score, in fact. Let's have a look. Stats. Oh, not quite as good as the Kestrel from the previous crew. It's in the top 2, but the previous crew did an absolutely phenomenal job. Did anybody else make the mustard? No, nobody else made the mustard. Session records. Most ships defeated, 32. Most beacons explored, 100. Most scrap collected, 1,899. Most crew hired is 8. Final score, 3,947. There we go. Excellent. So that's how many we established there. Session stats and session records. This here is from all previous runs like that. Toby was an absolute beast of a pilot. Also, about the Borderlands 2 squad, it's really diverse. We have a French guy, a British guy, an Italian guy, and me, an Australian guy. Ah, lovely. So we can talk about, I don't know, the state of Europe and things like that. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all next time. Toodaloo!